Hi, my Irish fellows. God, I don't know. I really tried there. What's a greeting that starts with I? Whatever. We're back from vacation and really had a great week. So hopefully you all did too. Everyone who's here early in the chat. I was off in kind of a split trip between Dublin and Belfast. Gotta say, Belfast, I really felt like they weren't speaking English up there. That was an insane accent, but it was a really fun trip overall. And as you can see, I've come back and I'm now a Guinness head. Right, look at this. I've completely converted, I think. The cult of Guinness. The best part about Dromai Dat Ash. Wow, you waited months to come together for that joke. That was great. Because now it's true, we're finally a Dromai channel. And actually, speaking of, something I think is wrong with my microphone, so 1 second. There we go, hello? Okay, actually, feels a lot better on my end. Alright, I think the music's a tad loud. There we go. But it's true, Dromai is fantastic. When I was up in Ireland, I hit up some friends in the Dublin area who invited me to an armory. And they asked, what deck do you want me to build? I've got all these Levia cards, like any list you want, we can do it. And I said, oh, sorry, I actually don't want to play Levia, I want to play Dromai. And that was the start of it all. I've been on just a huge Dromai kick. I mean, I can't help it. Look at all the people we've been able to feature on the channel. Look at this, look at this. We had the Battle-Hardened top 8 filmed at a Taco Bell, into Darkodius's second place at Battle-Hardened, into Jeremy's undefeated run into top 8 at the Battle-Hardened. Like, I'm just getting all these pressures from all my friends, like, Dromai just looks so good. It's like, it's just absolutely fire, I think. And there's all these different ways to play it as well, so I've been kind of, you know, little interested, I'd say. Little interested in throwing myself in the ring there. And, of course, had to start with a Crazy Brew Dromai, featured from a stream a little bit back a ways. I forget when exactly it was. Maybe this one or something. But we played a Crazy Brew Dromai, so I took that list and started tinkering around it. Now I've eventually actually cut the Crazy Brews, which is very unfortunate because I really wanted Crazy Brew to be the way I played Dromai. But no, we can't quite pull that. So we've got a Dromai list I'm just like super happy with though. So probably going to be playing that a lot today. All right, check in on the chat real quick. Oh, hey, what's up, DM Armada? Maybe it was you who dropped those first Dromai inklings, huh? When you featured me on your channel. You hyped up all the Levia. You're like, let's teach the community how to play Levia. Show off your deck. But truly, it was all subliminal messaging. You wanted me to play Dromai the entire time. So, well, hey, I guess it worked. Love the Clash content. Wasn't the Clash tournament supposed to be a weekly thing? It was, but I was gone last week. I have all the footage for it. But I just wasn't home. I was in Ireland. So, I mean, if you wanted me to, instead of, you know, take my vacation with my family, sit at home and, you know, edit, I actually thought about that. I really thought about, you know, taking my laptop and, like, maybe taking a day or two off just to keep on the Clash release schedule that I was supposed to do. But at the end, nah, it's a vacation. It's Thanksgiving weekend anyway. Like, who wants to sit around and watch Clash? So, we're just pushing it back a week, is the reality. Dromai could have gone to the dark side with Azalea. I don't know. I've yet to lose to Azalea. I'm sorry. If Azalea impressed me in any way, other than like some of her arrows being really good, then maybe. But I just don't find that interesting to have like some absolutely busted arrows, and then the rest of the time you're just like throwing pump spells at anything you can, because at the end of the day, like you do just need to shoot an arrow, or you do nothing. I don't think it's that cool. But hey, props to the Azalea players. Plus, I'm addicted to having equipment that blocks. I can't help it. I can't help it. I come from Husk. I come from a hero where, like, you literally are sitting on the fattest equipment set in the game. You know, look at this, baby. Carrying Husk. Still so good. So good. Yeah, Martin. No, I hear you. Look, I really do have everything ready to go. I just needed to get home. And I got home on, like, late Friday night. So, yeah. Like, I could have edited it this weekend, but it also would have meant, like, I kind of just ignore my girlfriend and just lock in, and it still wouldn't have been done to be released on the weekend because I need to coordinate with people for casting and all that. So it's whatever. We're just waiting. But anyway, so what else news wise? What's my little reel even say? Okay, we talked about Ireland. We did talk about Ireland. Clashback this weekend, we talked about that. Oh, yes, new job. I actually do have a job now. Thank you, everyone. Ravenous Bobble. I actually was Twitter stalking you the other day because I really liked your little logo art. Check this out, people. Twitter. Ravenous Bobble. Ravenous. Or sorry, it's Ravenous Babble, I think. Okay, how do you not show up? Did I misspell Ravenous? Jesus. Wait, I did misspell it, and your name's right on screen. Look at this. I love this. It's so subtle, but it's so sick. And that's the Ravenous Rabble, like, golem-looking dude. And then it's like a podcast or something, so it's Babble. I thought that was genius. Good play on words there. And nice to move away from just calling it the reaction step. Like, I mean, okay, nothing against all the podcasts. I appreciate all the content, but it is crazy how almost every podcast is like some game reference. The combat chain, Arsenal Pass, the reaction phase. It's just, I wish we would move away from that. This is a great first step, so shout out to you, Ravenous Babble. Plug. Anyway, yes, new job. I have a new job coming up, starting this Thursday, and it's actually like really exciting. I have, actually, back to Twitter real quick. Gotta catch y'all up. Back to Twitter. If you saw this video, which has been getting a lot of flack, because yes, I understand I said local LGS.
All the locations.
But anyway, in this video that I made for Dynasty, just for fun, because I wanted to throw it into the ad reel at the Battle Hardened, I had my New Zealand friend come over, who actually lives in this small town in New York with me. I mean, we weren't friends beforehand, I just kind of met him. But yeah, he's from New Zealand. He's a straight Kiwi, even tatted up with like Lord of the Rings stuff. So he's pretty cool. But I invited him over to do the voiceover in this because, you know, add some authenticity, right? Get the accent right. It turns out he's also a UX designer, same profession as me, and works in a nearby city, Rochester. And his company was hiring, Flesh and Blood Networking. This guy doesn't even play Flesh and Blood. I did like a short interview process, sent over my resume, and I got hired for kind of like a, you know, early phase, you know, test the waters, like 3-month full-time contract. So it's not salaried yet, but like, hey, maybe that comes up in the future. So that's pretty darn exciting because your boy needs money. Because I don't know if you see that sub goal or whatever it is, donation goal. I couldn't even afford a case of Uprising. So we're behind the times a little bit. But that's all right. We got a job coming in. So I don't have to just, you know, work on my other pretend contract gig that really never has work. Now I actually will be full-time, which will be nice. Yes, Hemel, for sure. It's not no lawyering, right? If you still need a legal aid, you hit me up, you know, but no, it'll be fine. It'll be fun. What's the other last bit of news? Oh, yes, this one's big. YouTube. Back to YouTube now, where we all reside. Flesh and Blood. Holy moly, you type Flesh and Blood and the official YouTube channel doesn't even come up till result number 3. Actually, how interesting is this? Result number 4 is a new video by Randall Sims. Your boy's dropping Arakni versus Katsu gameplay. That's interesting. But anyway, we go over to Flesh and Blood. I don't know if y'all remember the, oh my god, these thumbnails are so bad. We had this one, we had this one, we had this one. I did like a gameplay series for Uprising. We had Dorinthia versus Icelander, where I just punt as Dorinthia. We had Bravo versus Phi, where I get probably like 1 turn to play the game. And we had this amazing game, Dromai versus Levia, which is like a masterclass. I love this game. Anyway, LSS reached out again and hired me to do the, what's the new set? Dynasty. They hired me to do the Dynasty gameplay for the main channel. So look for that, probably coming out in January. I'm updating this. This format was like cool and all, but we can make it better. We can definitely make it better. But I mean, it is going to be the best content the channel's ever seen. That's the whole point. If they reach out to me, I want to give them the best they can. So I already reached out to some graphic artists and have commissioned just like some animated frames instead of just like the static ones, because I just don't know how to do the animation stuff. So that's all underway, which is really cool. And then I even have a meeting today with LSS to talk about future stream opportunities because SCGCon has announced the next 3 conventions, and they're all relatively close to me. New Jersey, Indianapolis, Charlotte's not close to me. But if I can get actual support from LSS in pulling off the Battle Hardened streams, then that would actually go further in getting support from SCGCon as well to do the Battle Hardened streams. Because as of now, it's like one-man show, and I'm totally fine with that. That's cool. I'll still do it. Oh, shoot. Look at the dates on this. Uh-oh. Confliction. I was actually supposed to be traveling to St. Louis this weekend. That's interesting. I'll look into that later. But yeah, there's 3 new SCG cons, and I'm supposed to bring coverage for them. So LSS wants to talk about it, which is pretty cool. Moving on up, folks. Moving on up. So we're no longer just a, some dude who plays Levia sometimes to decent success, but also makes lists like these that you really should not copy because they're really bad. But anyway, we're moving on to Dromai, because Dromai is the good deck that we play. Copy. Do you know if you're going to SCGCon New Jersey in January? I really want to, but that is quite the confliction, or the conflict. Confliction? Conflict. There's this place called EXP Gaming Lounge in St. Louis, or I guess St. Joseph, and they hired me to come stream their ProQuest. However, their ProQuest is January 14th, which is actually the exact same time as that SCGCon. And, there's definitely one that's going to be bigger than the other, isn't there? So I'll have to follow up on that. I didn't know about those dates, eh? Okay, oh well. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening there. But hey, let's talk about this Dromai list, because we're a Dromai channel. Royal Dromai can play at Tomotai with 0 blues in deck. Oh, because you're paying into gold. I see what you're saying. You're paying into gold, and then you probably pay for something else, and then you do flame scale, and then you can play Tomotai. I get it. That's interesting. I don't think Royal's good. I tried it a lot. Like this build, I wish I saved an early version of this build, because it was literally Crown Dromai with triple Crazy Brew, triple Life of the Party, and I was winning games. That deck was hot. I really, really liked it, but the reality was, like, there's no way it's actually good. You know, this is just Talishar at the end of the day. Hold up, chat's firing off. Let's see. So you're changing your Discord. Yeah, we're the Dromai Den now. Branding, Dromai Den. Oh, speaking of branding, oh my gosh, there's so many things to talk about. Let me show you all this, in case you didn't see it. This is really cool, actually. My orders, my account. So I am sponsored by Dragon Shield, right? But they unfortunately don't pay out. They just like can't because of something to do with like Denmark. They just don't pay out contractors or whatever. But instead they trade me with like store credit and things like that. And so because of their sponsorship on the last stream, I got like $150 store credit. So I was able to order a new batch of custom sleeves. And check out these puppies. Whew! That is quite nice. Now it's like playing with an artist proof, right? And I had to throw a little branding. I'm sorry, I did. But this is an artist proof that I got made by Wisnu10, the creator of, or at least the visual designer of Levia and Blasmafet and all that. So when I met him at Worlds, I asked him to draw Blasmafet in an action pose, and then he drew this, and I just freaking love it. It's Blasmafet just scooping up Solanians or something. It's so good. It's so good. So I scanned that in, and we're just making it a card sleeve. I'm not going to sell it because it's his art, but, you know, we'll use them for giveaways or something, and they'll become like the exclusive sleeve. But if you want just your normal stock standard legal Levia that I painstakingly drew over in Illustrator, you want to support it that way, you can buy these on my website for like $20, which is pretty good because custom sleeves cost $25. But there you go. So you can get these. These are the official legal Levia, and then we'll reserve these for like some giveaways or something. But anyway, where were we? Yes, we can close this. We can close this. Loving the content and effort you put in. Any success you gain is well earned. Thank you, Deloom. Yeah, that actually means a lot. It's been like a year and a half, you know? It's pretty crazy. I think we're gonna end the year. Oh my god, we're not even playing the game, are we? But it's alright, we're all hanging out. It's been like a year and a half, and pretty much like a year since I kicked into high gear with actually trying for YouTube. Like, if we scroll all the way back, man, YouTube's overlay totally changed, by the way. They're trying to be like super mobile friendly. Look at this. This was my first like real foray into YouTube 1 year ago, and it's awful, by the way. If you want to go back and just like throw up at a horrible quality video, this is the one. Does it say the exact date? September 7th. Okay, so, you know, little over a year, but like really not that much, right? We're looking at like a year and 2 months at this point. But it's trash. Like, it's with a $10 webcam. The audio is crackly. I literally just like threw my signature on screen because I had no other branding. And my hand was still like inoperable. It was just awful. But anyway, you know, we did it. We did it. We made this video, and it was hot back in the day. And since then, we've tried to actually foray more deeper into the YouTube. And that was just about a year ago. And that's a channel that did nothing before. I mean, literally nothing. This was just a Flesh and Blood channel. Just a Flesh and Blood channel. And we are about to end the year at 3,000 subscribers. That's insane. That is so insane. Like, testament to the game, not even to me. Like, the game is this good that some niche channel that focused on Levia for like an entire year and put out dumb videos like the Easter special for the Church of Levia and like the Rudy Taco video. I mean, it was just all for fun, right? And here we are, almost at 3,000 subs to end the year. That's so crazy. So thank you. Shout out to all the viewers. Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Humbled, you know? Where are the custom Dromai sleeves? There's a lot of cool Dromai art. There's like the fan art for the popular heroes like Dromai goes hard. So maybe we'll get something going there. But it's also interesting, like there isn't a Dromai YouTube channel. Not saying this is actually like the Dromai Den now. It's not. But like, if you search Dromai, I'm pretty sure DM Armada would come up, right? Yeah, here we go. Like DM Armada, of course, pops up. Jesus, man, 13,000 views on your Dromai video. That's insane. Shout out. When we did our Levia one, I thought that one was amazing. Our Levia video, absolute masterclass. And what is it at? Like 5,000? 5,000? Damn, no one cares about our girl. That's rough. That's rough. You're not even flexing with the Marvels, DM. What's up, Steven Cookus? You need some more paychecks. That's not even the alt art sand covers. Oh, I'm disappointed. Disappointed. Oh, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Ruler School. Good to see you. Yeah, I got things sorted out tech-wise. Like, to this point, I'm so happy with it. We're actually expecting a delivery today. At some point, I'll have to pop up and get the door. I got a new camera. And it's just all about constant progression, you know? And the cool thing is, my girlfriend, she's very into photography. Like, she works as an entomologist. She's studying for a PhD. And so any like camera gear that I don't need, I can pass on to her quite readily because she'll use it to like, you know, take close-ups of like flies' elbows and stuff, you know, all that. I don't think they have elbows, but it's what it is. Joints, you know. Thank you, you know, Dark Odious. Thank you. It is you. Your video did really well. I mean, Peyton was the start. People really love the old school Taco Bell deck decks, which is actually something that I've invested more into now. So check this out. This little gadget here, this is to actually bring those Taco Bell deck decks to the next level. So we'll be picking up as many of those as we can throughout ProQuest season, because why not? Why not? What's the new job? So the new job is with this UX firm called ITX. So don't DOS them. But it's ITX, which is a big design firm based out of Rochester. And they'll get, you know, a bunch of different companies who reach out to them and say, you know, hey, take on a new project. Hey, you know, write us like a new manual, do this, that, whatever. Like do some user research, whatever it is. And then ITX obliges, you know, it's a contract firm. So they recently took on a very big contract, and they needed to add some local talent to the team. Actually, it doesn't have to be local. That's what it ended up being. And so they hired me, which is pretty cool. It is just kind of like a trial run. I'm not salaried yet, but keyword there is yet. We'll get in. We'll get in. But it's really a shout out to Tim from New Zealand, who I had come over to make that like Dynasty ad with me. I was like, Tim, you have a New Zealand accent. I need to poach your talent. And then he came over, and then we got to talking and ended up with the job. So hey, that's thanks to Dynasty, baby. That's thanks to LSS. It's all full circle. Now we got a life. Damn, chat popping off, and I'm on like 10 tangents. I don't think Dromai is the move yet. No, Updog. I'm about to show you this list. Once we get over the just tons of comments we got coming through here. Arakni's not the move. Good call. We're doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! S deck profiles. Hey, it popped off. You want to see like the response the community had to just that old school, yo, let's roll up in a Taco Bell. Let's just like plop down with my friend who's exhausted from his run, who's like absolutely punted top 8, so he definitely didn't want to sit down and like record this video, but he does anyway. That's the kind of deck text we're talking about. These are hot. Big fan of this kind of thing. It's like when I was in high school. This is all we do with friends, except we would never even post them. But now here we go. Yeah, like 3,000 views, not bad. You constantly link the video to anyone who asks how to play Dromai. Yeah, it was very good. You did a great job, and I didn't have the good questions to ask yet. If we remade that video now, I would absolutely pick your brain over, because now I'm a Dromai player. That's how it is. Arakni smacks Dromai, and I'll do it to Mansan on stream. That is an absolute lie, Brandon. I have played against every type of Arakni under the sun. It does not come close. I'm sorry. You can pretend, or you can be realistic. We can try it if you want. Cool. Are you a dev or designer, my friend, engineer? I'm a UX designer, but it's kind of like a little bit of a made-up term for myself, because my background is like a master's in speech pathology that I unfortunately just withdrew from. I was like 6 months away from completing it, and then COVID hit, and I'm like, nah, I can't. This world is like, this is not for me. Speech path cannot exist in like a digital age. So we moved away and then tried to join the digital age myself. So we did like a bit of a UX boot camp and have ended up working now at this other design firm for about a year. So I've got some good portfolio work, but it's not been like, I've not had my own project still, which is kind of a bummer. But I'd say I prefer UX research more than anything. I like user research from my psych background. Mario, so you're trying to convince me back on Crown of Dominion? We'll talk about that in a second. I'm gonna ignore the stream in a second and just talk about the deck. Give you a whole nice Dromai deck tech. We're just catching up. Ling, I cannot show you Sandra. She's not home. But also, get the hell out of here, creep. You saw her enough in college. Jesus. No, Ling's a good friend. He and Sandra are chums, as they say. They're calling Taco Bell $5 box champion. Oh my god, that's a great idea. Oh, that should be an after hours event for sure. Like anyone who's not flying out on a Sunday night after an event, we go park up at a Taco Bell, $5 box champion. That is a good idea. I love it. Monsanto has a PhD in bringing sexy back. You call me Monsanto? Oh, that's dirty. I'm gonna have to change my name. I can't get with that. All right, we're Levia, Rock. Okay. We're caught up. We're caught up now. We're caught up. What's up, Joe? All right, we're caught up. That's good. Slow down, chat. I know. Love you all. You're popping off. But let me talk about this deck real quick. So, I was playing a Crazy Brew Dromai that I really was having good success with, and I jammed in all the spice. It had Crown of Dominion. It even had, a sideboard of like some of the other royal playables, which weren't great, but whatever. And the whole idea was my end game is going to be against like control decks, setting up the Crazy Brews. This is like a legit strategy, by the way. Set up the Crazy Brews in play, which you can do, just like take an off turn or at the end of a chain with Go again, which is pretty common. You drop your Crazy Brew, you don't touch it. And then you keep these life of the parties in your deck, and you get to the point in the game where you can go life of the party, life of the party, life of the party, into like whatever dragons you have on board or into some other dragon or whatever, and you actually have like an insane turn. And if you need to tempo them out, you can, because it turns into like a 1-card red combo starter that gains you life, and it's quite good. And it comes in for 6. it wasn't like a total meme. And you had a lot of room to actually, you know, put out the crazy brews and then pitch in the reds. It's like part of what Dromai is doing anyway. And the deck was actually quite good. And I was playing Crown of Dominion as well, just as, you know, extra greed in there, you know, generate some ash, whatever. But the issue I was having is that it didn't really beat aggro. It beat like any mid-range, like you probably should anyway. It beat control because you actually had a quite good end game. But it was not beating aggro. It was just kind of a mess. So then we had to start cutting the fun cards because everyone and their mother was playing Fi, which was just so boring. But what we found out, because to beat Fi, I took inspiration instead from this red hot Dromai that Jeremy played. He beat like 2 Fi on the day or something. The dude's just cracked. But his list is all about just racing and turning Dromai into an all red deck that will pretty much like try to race anything in the game, and plays out their dragons just basically as sticky attacks and will gain value, you know, just as the game goes on because they're just attacks that stick on the board. So we looked at this list and I tried it for a bit and I was trying to pick apart like why is it really beating Fi? Because it was like close, you know, it was like maybe 50-50 into Fi. And, you know, what were the good cards? Well, the good cards were like the Dust Up, which is something you normally play. The good cards were like the Kyloria, the Azvai, the Chromai, which you already play. Like the Yenderai, you already play. But like, what were the other cards that were really doing it? It really wasn't like the Ravenous or the Blaze. Like, you know, those are just damage. The card that was nuts was Snatch. And Snatch was just this amazing piece against Fi because they probably don't block it. And if they do, holy moly, you just gained like a huge amount of room. Because even if a Fi is running Sync Blows, they're not going to bring it into that matchup. So Snatch was just like hugely overperforming. Because if you had to block out and respect some insane Fi turn, then you could return with just a 0 card for 4, something that Dust Up could normally do. But now the hit trigger is pretty big. Because the draw on Snatch, what it does for Dromai, is pretty much puts any card in Arsenal and make it live. Like pretty much everything you can put other than like, I don't know, maybe the Uvia, is something that's like a big threat for you to play out and try to build your next hand cost curve wise to pay for. Because if you can get ahead on even like 1 card in Arsenal, right? Let's say it's a Kyloria, then all of a sudden that's unlocking your hand of red CNC plus 1 cost to actually make like the Flamescale Furnace play. So having like that 1 extra card in Arsenal was really big in buying yourself back into the Fi matchup. So we took that idea and we just slammed it into kind of a more traditional Dromai, just running Snatch in traditional Dromai, like the more mid-range version, and it has been pretty insane. Now, as the deck formed up around that, I went back to more of the Dark Odious core. Oh my god, I should just keep a YouTube tab open. We're tapping out too much. But this is the full story. You're getting the in-depth process of how this came to be. Because I played this like the entire weekend. I said I didn't want to, you know, like waste time this weekend with Fab, but I totally did. I spent like probably 8 hours playing Talishar. It was awful, but also fantastic. So then we went back to Noah's version. And Noah's version is what I would call just like a beautiful stock standard Dromai at this point. The spice now has been globally accepted. It's all real. The tomes are real. Forget Phantasmal Footsteps. It's all about them MMBs. So we took this, started forming up the deck back around that. Right, so it's just Taco, you brother? Wait, you're not Tom, are you? Updog, who is this? Oh, no. Oh, you're saying your name is Taco. I have a friend who calls me Taco Brother, and I don't think it's you. But anyway, so then we formed the deck up around those ratios, and trimmed some things here and there, and added the new dusts, which I really enjoy. Also, some hot spice from Dark Odious these days. He's preferring Miraging Metamorph over E-Strike, which I find interesting. I think I still am partial to E-Strike, but I'm trying the Miragings right now. And then the big spice is Wave of Reality. Now, this card, every Dromai player I've heard from really was not happy with Silken Form. Like, they run Silken Form because they had to, but this card was just like, not it. They didn't love it. And what came out? Well, a new card came out in Dynasty, and it's not that exciting. But it is basically 2 HP. It's like an Ironhide that you don't have to pay for, right? It's interesting. I'm not like completely sold on it yet. It's like not something you have total control over, right? Because you don't really get to say, yes, I'll use ward now. It's just gonna proc and then the shield's up. But it's 2 HP, and against those ninja matchups, the 2 HP has actually come in pretty huge. It's just an extra kind of 2 soft protections against hit effects, which is quite nice. Break points as well. And you know, you just don't sweat about it too much. It's just gonna break, but it's 2 HP, and it's nothing that you had to pay for. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, this has been the build that I've been rocking, and I think I played it yesterday. I played about 10 games, and I only lost 1. I lost to Katsu, but I beat 2 Phais, beat like a Bravo, 2 Dromai Mirrors, Icelander, a Rhinar, I think maybe even a Levia in there, I'm not sure. Sant, bring the Dromai. Oh, here we go. Oh, is this the Arakni matchup? The fabled Arakni matchup? Oh, hey, Brandon. Alright, perfect. We can do it. Oh, I'm not logged in. Oops, sorry. I'll join again. I don't log in when I'm playing, Shoot. Come on. Open the lobby back up, game. I don't log in when I'm not playing on stream. Because I just don't want to talk. I just want to play the game. And if I'm logged in, people want to talk. Which I get. It's fine. Alright, man, say, bring the Dromai. Here we go. Alright, I don't know, man. This guy thinks he's got the killer... You're the 5th person or so to join. It was me. Just not logged in. Alright. Alright, I love the flexibility of a good Dromai sideboard. It is juicy. Oops, we got this. Against Arakni, I don't mind going over either. You don't really need the time snap, don't really need the passings. I think this is fine. Do we need the passings? I don't think so. I played this a couple times, but I was just making it up. And now we continue to make it up. Maybe Oasis is fine. I don't know. We'll try that. I don't hate going over 60 because they're gonna, in the end, just keep trying to mill us out. Let's do it. I'm still undefeated against Dromai as Arakni. It's actually not that bad. Alright, check out this game then, brother. Alright, we can either value making the Ash right now or not. Just kind of burn the Oasis, make an Ash, play E-Pot. Huh. I kind of value that, actually. I'm just going to make the Ash. Yep. I'm going to target my own Oasis. The Oasis, they're not even in here for a good reason. They're just, you know, extra cards, so why not? We'll make an Ash. Sure. Alright, well, we've got our early play of being able to make a 1 cost into CNC. So we're probably just going to let that happen. Not worry too much about anything else. And then just save the next CNC to do it again. Yeah, I really don't care about these. And it's a Razor. This is fine. They got no value off a mask. Go ahead. Managed to burn them all in a snatch. It's okay. They Arsenal. And here we go. Actually, he's probably siding in poppers, right? There's definitely some form of poppers in the list. So swinging the Yandere now. Yeah, I mean, I want to. Really also want to throw the CNC, but we'll just do it. Why not? When they spam poppers in their list, though, I mean, they really don't mind. Like, they don't need their full hand to do anything. They're just gonna throw a popper and move on. I'm not really sure like how many cards Arakni really wants in hand per turn. It's probably like 3. So you can like pitch Spider's Bite, play something, and threaten a pump. So 3 is probably ideally what they're trying to keep. So yeah, but this is fine. But now we just keep making our Ash. We throw out a CNC. And we take more cards from him while sticking a Yendurai on the board and keeping another CNC around. So you can see already, like, we just bought some life with Wave. In a way, it also ate the Spider's Bite, which is kind of funny, if that mattered at that point in time. But it didn't. Alright, they're going to lose Arsenal. That's fine. They lost a Surgical. Still fine with me. They kept a 3-card hand. They play a Sigil out. Interesting. I feel like that card is worthless against Dromai, but it's alright. They didn't want to pop the Yendurai. Well, this is wildly fascinating. I'm not entirely sure why that happened. Because even if they sank into it... Oh, no, they must have sank into it. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because they played the sink. So now they're just going to kill it. Okay. Well, this gives us a huge amount of breathing room. We won't play out the CNC then. We'll just go for... Playing out the Rakes actually is kind of useless when they have double spiders. Like, yes, they keep cards to kill them, but then they don't really provide that much threat. Guess we could play it out here. Don't really want to, though. I think we'll just go for the Kyloria Dust Up. And if they pop it, we'll just make another Ash with Dust Up. That's fine. Yeah, they only have 1 dagger in this scenario, so maybe it was worth playing it out there. But yeah, maybe it was playing it out then. They only have the 1 dagger, so it would have been a sticky board for a bit. Yeah, Rake over Kyloria into Dust Up. Yeah, actually, I think I did like that better in the end. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, we have our 1 cost into CNC again, into Set, Tome, and Arsenal. So we're just not going to block. We'll let this happen. Unless it's that Leave No Witnesses. That would be annoying. 100% Slam Rake. Okay, there we go. Dark Odious has spoken. That is now what we do. From here on out, we Slam Rake. Alright. And they will not be arsenaling. That's fine. This is a very, very low value turn to them. 3 cards to deal 5 damage. Don't really mind. Okay, so in that case, we will instead just go for, I guess, Sticky Dragons. We've got the Ash. Like, in theory, we can just play out all 3. That is really greedy. Just to go on 0 Ash, but it'd buy us a lot of room, because it'd be a triple dragon board. Alright, we'll start with the Asvali. Because if they do pop it, then it's fine. We'll just make an Ash. Slow down. Alright. Looks like no popper. It's good for us. And it'll be Kyloria next. You just play dragons. Yes, yes, I get it. I get it. Oh, play dragons before swinging to play around poppers? I guess I could have made 1, right? Oh, no, or just get them out is what you're saying. Yeah. Just get them out. Okay, fine. I'll do that. I normally like to just hold for flame scale. But yeah, in this matchup, right, you just want them on board because they don't have that many poppers. That makes sense. Hey, look, when I was playing this deck, it was to play out Crazy Brews, alright? It wasn't to play dragons. Now we're a Dragon Dromai player. Now we are, alright? Learning curve. Play Endure, I Swing, then play Caloria? You just said to play out all the dragons. The original plan was going to be play out Asvali, see if they pop or not, make an Ash, move on. I think it was better to drop at least the one, right? Yeah, because then I could still make the Ash on the second one. So, that's the one slight change I would make. Yes, correct. Well, you already made a mistake? No, I'm actually just, I'm changing the narrative on what it means to play Dromai perfectly. That's what's happening. Alright, and there we go. They spent 2 cards into killing Asvali, which is interesting. Not Kyloria. Okay. Alright, well, now we're going to go for the board state builder play, correct? Sure. This seems pretty good. Sweeping rake into dragons. It's easy. Choices are being made for me. I love Sweeping Blow. This card's so good. It is the little mini engine for Ash that Dromai absolutely appreciates. He is in fact not a dragon. Yeah, dragons didn't make it on the arc, did they, Noah? Do I really want to turn all 3? I mean, our board's pretty big. I kind of want to keep 1 Ash. I'm going to keep 1 Ash, you know? I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to keep 1 Ash. Dark Odia says slam the dragons, but we're going to keep 1 Ash. And then we're going to lead with the little baby Ash Wings. If you pop it, you pop it. If not, it's a bit of a leak. Here we go. Alright. They do pop the Kyloria. We pass. Perfect. Alright, see, look, we kept that Ash. Now we can go for Miragai Necria. Because they have to spend all their time killing dragons. Coward play? Yeah, actually, in a way, if I, didn't make this, though, my turn does nothing, right? So, we did have to keep 1 Ash. We did. But now we're fine. We'll be ahead of the curve here. We'll be ahead on 1 Ash forevermore. Leave no witnesses. Okay, well, I guess we just sync this then, don't we? And if we're syncing it, then I don't get to do my Necria Miragai line, which I really wanted to do. But that's okay. So in that case, what becomes more important? A Necria or a Miragai? Well, they're running poppers, but we've only seen 2. 3, actually. So sticking a Miragai probably be pretty annoying. Doing them in tandem almost seems more annoying, so perhaps I let the CNC go. Huh. Ditch the blue to find another red. Okay. I actually think most of the time I just let the CNC go. I really liked having the double dragon drop Miragai on the Necria swing. But there we go. We've got this. Well, we can also just drop Uvia. They never really deal with it. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Play Miragai CNC? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not making that play. I'm not gonna throw CNC just for damage. That's useless. We have all the time in the world to get damage in this matchup. I want CNC to get value. Yeah, I think most of the time I just let CNC go and just play Moraga and Necria. But you told me to sink the blue. You told me. This guy has an arsenal in like four turns. Yeah, the plays are interesting. It's okay. It'll get value eventually. It's all about patience. There's no rush. There's no rush. We are fine. We are fine. Alright, we can go for the sweeping blow. Oh, actually, we don't have a red starter on this, do we? We do not. So it could just be the sweeping blow into pursuit, make some ash. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a red starter anyway. Huh. So yeah, I think we'll just make the ash here. So we can go ahead and transform this as well. No dragon swing this turn. That's alright. We can just CNC. Sorry, not pursuit. It'll be CNC. Okay, no point in remembrancing right now on the attack. Just gives free information on the CNC landing, which is nice. Man, it's so much high pressure playing a deck that I'm not that comfortable on in front of everyone. Oh, shoot, I actually can't. Oh, I'm terrible. I can't actually do that because I didn't play a red. Ah, yeah, we're terrible. I think I'm really bad at this game, actually. I'm still going to throw the CNC, though. And we'll just save them Miraging for next turn. That's fine. It's fine, alright. They give me 2 cards. Now we stick the board. And this is not bad. I like this. Got some dragon pressure. We can throw out a burn them all. So we've got a bunch of reds to start ticking down. Terrible series of hand sinks. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Alright, that's all you're doing, buddy. Looking rough. Sure. I mean, we'll just keep using... Uvia now just keeps eating spider's bites indefinitely. So that seems good to me. We'll play the burn them all. Kyloria. Lead with the babies. Pitch Pursuit for blue sweeping into CNC. Furnace the Miraging for Ash. Arsenal Sink. This is the same, but Arsenal Miraging instead. Huh. Is that the same amount of... No, it makes one more Ash to do it that way, right? Pitch Blue Pursuit for sweeping into CNC. No, it actually makes the same match, because I pitched a red. It's the same. So it's also still Miraging. Alright, here we go. The Dunning-Kruger effect is so relentlessly present in Fab. Dunning-Kruger. Let's see what that is. Tendency of people with low ability in a specific area to give overly positive assessments of this ability. Cognitive bias. Oh, I see. I get it. You won't find that coming from me. I'm aware. I'm aware that this is not perfect play, all right? But we're getting there. This is only like day 2 of actually playing Dromai. Only day 2, all right? I'm enjoying the deck, and I want to get good enough with it for ProQuest season. And as of now, I really enjoy the build as well. I think it's close. It's quite close to where I really want to be, for like a personal preference of Dromai playstyle. What I don't want to do in person is just manage all these permanents. I feel like that is just wildly unfun. Like, that's one reason to play Crown of Providence instead of Arknight Skullcap alone, is just I want this off the board so I can free up more space. Still have no idea what to play for PQ. Well, don't play Rock Levia, right? That's step number 1. I'm sorry. I don't see it being good enough. But, you know, I don't need to transform. Because if anything, I could just do that on the Uvia start of turn. So we'll keep options open. See the hand first. How did the gloves treat you this match? Well, it's 2 life. That is all they ever are. It's like 2 life that you don't get to truly control and that you don't pay for. And it's 2 life against everything, like, you know, even wizard matchups, right? It is going to protect you from any sort of damage, which is quite cool. Alright, they go for the Uvia. Alright, well, here's the deal, Brandon. If you're doing this all game, how do you actually win? Uh-huh. Because you're not killing me, are you? No, sir. But you got my Uvia. That's alright. Alright, we'll lead with the Dromai. You're going up to Canada for this PQ season? You better reap all those wins, my boy. Come on, Peyton. You can do it. I'll probably be at some of them. I don't know how bad it's going to be driving in January in New York. I don't know. But I did it in Michigan. In Michigan, there at least were enough interstates that, like, it was fun. But over here in New York, there are, like, no interstates where I'm at. You have to drive way up or way east to find interstates. Otherwise, it's, like, all country roads, which is pretty terrifying. I already had a friend who totaled his car just because of deer. So that sounds terrifying. I don't want to be a part of that. Alright, so they're going to pop the Kyloria. That's fine. Should it still have been Ashwing swings first? I guess it doesn't super matter. I had 2 action points. But now we'll do Ashwings. Alright, Arakni. I don't know how you're winning this one, bud. But feel free to try. Alright, so here's an interesting one. I could throw out Miraging, make another Ash, and then all I'm doing is arsenaling blue dust up. That seems awful. I think I'd rather... I mean, CNC also just feels kind of awful, because they're so far behind. When are they going to get Arsenal anymore? So this might be a bit stuck. Huh. I think I'll just do this. We won't even bother about the furnace. Hey, Jean-Philippe joined the league. Thank you. I'll have to fix that. There's like some weird cropping issue. Actually, let me do that right here. Stream. Yeah, it's gonna be GG. Alright, sorry, Brandon. You're talking about how this is like not possible to lose there, bud. I don't know. Seems impossible to win for the Arakni. Just saying. Unless this comes up. Okay, here we go. Oh no, we still have Dromai. What does Dromai really do? Huh, because we don't have a red starter. That's interesting. But at least Dromai gives us a free swing. Right? There's no other way to do that. Oh, so that's unfortunate. That's okay. It's okay. We can take one off turn. They're at 8. They're at 8. Is this a bad matchup for Arakni? I know, Brandon was saying he's never lost to a Dromai. Just saying, Brandon. So we had to give him a little lesson here. Alright, well, we can throw the Pursuit just to make some Ash. That doesn't seem awful. I mean, it's definitely weak compared to how ahead we were. But, you know, we can hold off. They can't get back into the game, so we can take a bad turn. Alright, where was that cropping issue? 1 second. Shouldn't it be this? Unlock it. Oh, that's what it is. Alright, and we'll move this up. Perfect, there we go. No more cropping issue. Now if you sub, it won't get clipped. You're the guy who built current stock Dromai? Yep. couldn't win a Battle Harden though, could you? Could you, Noah? Sorry. All because your buddy told you to take out Remembrance. I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Gotta pour one out for Noah every time. Well, we've got 4 Ash now. Yeah, we really don't care about the CNC getting smacked either. Like, I'm kind of inclined to just block with Dust Up Furnace, I guess. If I Fate, then yeah, I can throw these out, but I'm not really making a lot of Ash off the back of it. I'm overthinking this for sure. But we'll just do this. They're definitely going to probably pump it anyway, and we'll lose the CNC. But I don't super care. I just want to make the dragons. The game's at a point where like the CNC would never hit anyway, so if they do pump it over, then just frees up my arsenal, don't it? Oh, they don't pump it over. Okay, this is fine then. This is quite nice. Here we go. Board state infinite. Double Dromai. Where's your poppers now? Well, this seemed very easy, and I feel like I punted like 6 times. So I'm not sure this is an easy matchup, right? All I've heard from it is that Dromai is like the worst matchup for Arakni, but there's a couple people in chat seemed confident. Brandon himself also seemed confident. But as we play through it here, like, I don't quite know what Arakni can even do around this. Like, it just doesn't seem manageable at all. You can't kill the board state and also mill my deck. And the Spider's Bite, yeah, you're probably using it just to clear Ashwings, but it doesn't even gain huge value on me because I'm running like tons of defense reactions. The invocations are non-attacks. It just does not seem like it lines up, but the copium is there, I guess. Alright, so now we can even go Epot CNC. Oh, or they just took it. Okay, GG. Felt kinda free, not gonna lie. How does it normally go? Okay. Brendan's unfortunately calling it a low roll. I don't know, man. Like, how do you actually make that better? Your plan's just like Remembrance, back in all the poppers, maybe? That's probably it. It's probably the best they got. Normally not as many dragons. That is hard to believe, because I'm running just every dragon except Thamais and only 1 Uvia. And I feel like most Dromais are also doing that, thanks to Noah, Dark Odious in the chat. But hey, I'm down if you want a rematch. Want a rematch then? If he shoots the rematch, I'm down. I gotta fix my mistakes. I'll fix my mistakes this game. This is training wheels, alright? Gotta channel my inner Dark Odious. Like I said, the more Dark Odious comments on my Dromai play, the more likely it is I'll win a ProQuest. So, hey, I can't hate it. I'm down for that. Alright, we'll just snatch and make an Ash. You're gonna go get lunch? Okay, never mind then. I guess I won't win any ProQuests anytime soon. No more comments. Verse against Phi? Oh yeah, that would be a game, wouldn't it? They're not very fun games, but they're playable. I don't hate it. Alright, we can get a tome in Arsenal here. Maybe we even just slam the Dominia. That'd be kind of crazy. What does this one do? This is the... X is the damage dealt by Eradicate. Actually, don't mind. Yeah, they're gonna mill 7, but we went to 67 for a situation like this. And then we'll just slam Dominia Chromai. That is like the ultimate greed, but I'm here for it. It gets our Ash going. Oh, okay. Yeah, they pump it to 10. Yeah, well, that's fine. There goes like one super relevant card. The rest of these I'm never really playing these out. That's not the worst. All right, here we go. All right, Dominia, show me the red. Oh God. And of course it's a double popper hand. Well, ain't that charming. Well, you weren't long for this world, my girl. But you got 2 poppers out of him, I guess. That's something. Okay, this hand is quite alright, though. I like it. They attack Chromai with Eradicate. Also fine with me. We're going to rebuild the board here. We'll turn 2. Drop Chromai on the last. And hopefully end with the dust up, but we'll see. Always attack with the babies. Use the babies in middle, always attack babies. I mean, it's a Chromai, right? So I'll get the action point back. And I do want to slam the dust up at the end, which would be my reason. Mild reason for playing it that way. Because you could just, like, hold the Chromai, right? Swing the babies first, hold Chromai, but then they might just, like, sack a blue, kill the Chromai. And then my dust up doesn't swing. And I really want it to swing, because it's going to hopefully make an Ash here. Beautiful. Alright, we like this hand again. This is just Maragai into CNC, for the most part. Huh? Plan might have to change. It could be that blue card, Surgical Extraction, the one that banishes from hand. That's what it looks like. But if it is, then they can't pump it. So it'll just be 6. Not a big deal. Surgical Extraction. Whenever this hits a hero, banish the top card of their deck, then look at their hand, banish a card. Yeah, so that one we unfortunately will block. So I think we'll just stick the Maragai block like this. Just keep going for board state. Man, that Dominia double popper was very unlucky. That sucks. That was really unfortunate. I wanted Dominia to, you know, do things there. Card's so good. It's like probably my favorite card in Dromai. Probably like Dominia, then Chromai, like my top 2, and then Furnace. It's like top 3 cards in Dromai. For why I want to play her, at least. Gonna end the game with full flame scale and crown? Maybe. I mean, I'll use them if I have to on like some Leave No Witnesses or a Surgical, but there's no reason to just use it now. Also, I didn't notice if the Wave of Reality bugged out or not, because it's been doing this thing where if it doesn't ward exactly 1, then it doesn't give you a Spectral Shield, and then the Spectral Shield also didn't count for any damage. So if there was like an overkill happening, then it just never makes the extra Spectral. I didn't actually catch if that happened this game, but it happens. I mean, that's the bug. It comes up every game if that's how it ends up. Well, one more red would have been nice, because we could make this the Yandere Pursuit of Knowledge type play. And I enjoy that kind of play. But we could just make it Yandere into Pursuit. We float no Ash. Then maybe we could just pitch the Metamorph for an Ash in the end, but then it's the same as pitching first, but it holds information. Interesting. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, they did give it go again. Oh, that's such a punish if we had a defense reaction, but we didn't. Ooh, losing Uvia. Alright, now I care. Alright. This is my pivot, Yandere. Come on, carry me. Carry me, buddy. No popper. Come on. I've got no equipment to make the pursuit block easy. Come on, Yandere. You can do it. Oh, and they even blocked the card. Oh. Alright, maybe they're thinking about this again. Alright. Sink. Okay. It's fine. That is very okay. Waste your sink on the Yandere. Into pursuit. Into make an ash. That's fine. Well, we took their turn. They can't kill Yandere on a one-card hand like that. Pursuit of knowledge for why? It fits the entire cost curve of your red cards paying for 2 because of Furnace, where you go like a 1 cost, pitch a red, into Furnace, another 1 cost, into a 2 cost. So Command and Conquer is, of course, an insane target for that. But so is Pursuit, and Pursuit's flexible because it's in your blue slot, so it's just kind of good. I only run it at 2, though. And then, yeah, it's a breakpoint. It puts pressure with the other cards in your deck that are breakpoints that draw, like Kyloria and Snatch. That's pretty good. Alright. They got a popper or what? Well, we've got Oasis that we can keep in Arsenal, perhaps, to build Ash on the defense here. And if not, then we'll just, toss it into Furnace. But we'll try. Go Vincerakai into Yandere. Let's see it. Pursuit of Knowledge after Chromai is the real deal. Chromai it's so good on everything, man. It's just a good card. I love Chromai. It's actually the dragon at first I was the least excited about because the name is just kind of boring. Dromai, Chromai. But, one letter difference. They're right next to each other. But now I like Chromai. Now Chromai's cool. Like, if it was Chromai even with a K, I think that would have been cooler. It feels too similar to Dromai's name. Also, these comments are useless. Literally none of that matters. Alright, come on, hit. Yes. Let's keep that Ash going. Losing Uvia, though, that's kind of big deal. I like my free Ash generation that I just won't get this game. My Dominia's gone, so all I've got left is Tomotai, which could hit the Tunic, which is cool. I'm so sad that allies work differently from Spectre. I miss being able to swing Hexagore and auras and take no damage. You miss Prism for that one interaction, David? You sure? Sheesh. Oh, David, that is, you live in a different world there, bud. Okay. Yeah, so we'll throw out the CNC here then. I won't show the flame scale just yet. But now there's no Phantasm, at least on this. Cool, so it gets blocked into CNC. Hopefully a punish. When they're just throwing like chump cards to block on something that had no hit effect, that is when CNC lands, right? It's quite good. Or it'll at least force cards that they didn't want to play this way, like Sack the Shifty was probably not the card they wanted to block with on that kind of hand, but we'll see. Another Yandere, beautiful. This Oasis might be trash. We'll see. I kind of dug it last game to just make an Ash turn 0. It's pretty cool. Is this on me? I guess we'll find out. No, it's on Mirage. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, goodbye, Mirage. You weren't long for this world, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Alright, well, I mean, if these don't get popped, it's kind of cool. I actually should have pitched the, I should have pitched the Sigil there, not the Sink. Because if they do end up popping this, then my turn would just be, pitch the Dust up and keep the Sink in hand, which would have lined up better. So that was actually a minor misplay. But it's okay, it looks like no popper. They're not even sinking into a popper, so we should be free to just let this all go. And then we'll use Sigil just to make an Ash at the end of the turn here, most likely. Okay, they're using... See, this is the cool part about having cards like Dust Up, Snatch, Pursuit of Knowledge. Playing defense reactions into Dromai is like a little sus to begin with, but they do line up against those 4s. But the 4s come normally at the end of the chain, so you can punish a lot in situations like this because they didn't know that a 4 was coming. So if they end up just holding the defense reaction, maybe it's just like lost health on their end. Yeah, so we can go ahead and transform, and then we'll make another Ash. So that's nice. Even without Uvia, we can get ahead on the Miraging, or the Aether Ash Wings a little bit. Oh, hello. There we go. Oh, beautiful hand. Perfect hand to have 2 Ash with in it. Unless they have a popper. Yeah, actually not so much if they have a popper, to be clear. I believe not picking a fighting spirit could have been correct. Makes the hand awkward. Remove Eradicate. Leave 2 fighting spirits and pop. That's actually a good point, Martin. Yes. I just figured more so get them out of the matchup, but he's running Remembrance anyway. So, yes. Leaving them was probably fine. Just get rid of the better arsenal target. That's fair. Alright, now we get another free turn, because all the damage is going into dragons. Once again, it means Oasis does nothing, but it'll come up. It'll do something one day. Alright, we have, yeah, plenty of reds here, so we can go ahead and drop the Burn Them All. Now, Darkodia says to just make a board state, so that's what we'll do. We'll go to 0 Ash. Once again, we do have the Oasis, actually, to kind of like force an Ash if we need it. And then we'll lead with the Aether. We'll go Aether into Vincerikai. I mean, if they pop it, they pop it. It's whatever. Ah, no popper. Okay, nice. Get the Asbelai in there. I think I do prioritize the Endurai. It's the most important dragon because it's the most awkward for them to kill. So we'll try to keep presenting it as the weakest pop in a string of dragons. And onward we go. Another Endurai. Beautiful. Beautiful. There goes Vincerikai. Expected. Expected. But them pitching Remembrance means they're not putting more poppers in the deck right now. It's totally cool with me. Totally cool. If we can actually go sweeping Endurai, drop Epot. Fantastic. We'll see. We'll see. You caught up on the stream? Yeah, Martin, what the heck, man? Could have used you. Fix that misplay. Sheesh, not watching live. Yeah, as of now, there's 1, 2, 3... 3 poppers gone, so there's a whole nother 3 still in there. This is kind of one of the hands where I really don't want to see one. I think most of the time you're actually fine, like a popper's whatever, you're still just so far ahead. But I really want to play this Epot out. It's hopefully going to unlock the Tomultai. And Tomultai on the Tunic, not a huge deal, but like, you know, at least it'll get value still. Because otherwise, like, the equipment's just gone. Nothing left to pop. And I like me some Tomultai too. So we just don't get to play with any Nekrias this game, which means our Asvelais don't get to do cute synergistic things. But honestly, it's turned out okay. I really don't think any of these cards super mattered, other than that it was exactly 3 Nekrias, so I don't even get to play around having 1. Oh, okay, so there's that. It's unfortunate. Well, this is still fine. We kept the Endurais, right? That's what I'm talking about. And now it's just going to be a bit of a trickle to death. We've got the burn them all stacking. We're not short at all on reds. We've got 5, 10, 15 total so far. There's another burn them all Asvali. Oh, okay. Now Oasis is kind of lame though. I want this out. Let me put like a tome in there, you know? Please attack me. Nope. Ah. When is Oasis gonna do something? But the more damage they waste on the dragons is okay with me. And at this point, as far as haymakers go, we're running out in that sense, right? We've got the one more rake, one more chromai, Tomeltai, Maragai, one more Asvali. Maybe that is a problem, huh? Running a bit low. Hitting the triple Necria. Okay, I mean, we'll see how the game plays out. Still got a Necria or a Yandere sticking on the board, so we like that. Yeah, so I don't want to really use the burn them all right now. Yeah, I think it's super lame, but I will do it just to make an Ash there. Make the Asvali. Hopefully swing these, play out Epot Arsenal Tome. That'd be nice. Why the hell did we not Oasis that? Because it was at the dragon. What are we talking about? He hasn't attacked me ever since Oasis was in Arsenal. There's been no attack at my face. Also, you're supposed to go get lunch. What are you doing, Noah? Alright, if they have a popper, it would be for this one, though. Yep. Unfortunate. We can do this. We can do this. No sweat. With our, like, 4 dragons left in deck. Oh, Kylor. Oh my god. Wait, I actually didn't count any Kylorias because I didn't see any yet. Yeah, we still have 3 Kylorias. Okay, we're fine. We have plenty of dragons then. I was getting worried. Yeah, we're okay. Alright, and we can go ahead tome here then. I wonder, is it worth toming? We heal 1 less just to pay for the red here. But I think we need the Ash, right? So we'll do this. This will only heal 4. That should end up being okay. Ooh, that is an awkward amount of pitch. Because if I try to pay for Furnace, I'll just gain 1 right back. What is that? Does that change anything? No. Pay here, run out of Ash. Chromai doesn't work. Alright, so I guess we're just holding the Chromai in Arsenal then. Okay. Yeah, we're just holding the Chromai, I guess. Interesting. Alright, here you go, Kyloria. Do your thing. Why the hell was that at the dragon? Why the hell are you not at lunch? These are all very valid questions. What were we gonna get for lunch, Noah? What was it? Pastrami sandwich? Something weird? I kind of get that vibe, honestly. Maybe a gas station meat pie out there in Canada? Those are quite good. Actually, that was like a bit of culture shock when I went to Canada. I couldn't believe that you just get basically empanadas, or like meat pies, I guess, at gas stations. Like, that's just the standard. In the US, oh, that was at least in Toronto. In the US, you get like these disgusting ass, like, cheese-infused hot dogs, or whatever they are. They're not that good. I've unfortunately had to eat them now and again. But I enjoyed the meat pies up in Toronto. What are you talking about? I went to like 2 gas stations when I was in Toronto for an X-Wing event, and both of them had meat pies as just like their stock standard gas station food. Like you know what that is? Like just a meat pie? What if I type Canada? Okay, they weren't open like this. It was more like an empanada. They called them a meat pie though. They were like this, empanadas. I don't know. Oh, patties. Patties. You call them patties? Patties. Meat patty. Is that what they were called? Meat patty. Yeah. Look, exactly. Oops. Okay. Once I add meat, it throws it. But yeah, these things. Can you actually copy a burn them all? You can, right? Oh, that's sick. Busted. Opponent talks in game chat about tech. Oh yeah, they're talking about the Miraging Metamorph, which is actually like nothing special. It probably seems cool, but at the end of the day, wait, I can't copy the BTE? Oh wait, what happened there? Wait, what happened there? I thought he didn't pop it. Oh wait, misclick. Maybe. Oops, okay, I might have just misclicked that then. Hold on, let's try again. I didn't even notice that he popped it. My bad. I was talking too much about patties. Maybe I didn't click it. You should be able to copy that, huh? That's an aura you control. That is an aura. I do control it. Oh wait, no, he didn't pop it. That's what happened. Oh yeah, I'm not crazy. He just didn't pop it. Oh yeah, what was he saying in chat then? Yeah, he just didn't pop it. Okay. Yes, no, because it's not destroyed. There we go. Okay. You didn't pop it. Oh. Yeah, okay. Jesus. Not paying attention. I do worry about all these defense reactions kind of stocking up in deck. I haven't used pretty much any of them. That's what would copy burn them all. Thought that's what would copy. Doesn't count as destroyed when combat pane closes. What do you guys call it? Timmy hose? Timmy ho-hos? I would call it an empanada, but maybe that's just me. Alright, here we go. Tomultai time. Woohoo! Big old Tomul. And we're keeping Rakes and Asvalize together. That seems fine. Okay, actually, was this even right? Screw it. I'm gonna pretend it was. We'll go hard. Tomul. Dromai Tomul. Why Tomul? Because I like it. It's a big one. I only had one Ash, so to go for Asvali Rake also just wouldn't do much. It would be sweeping, right? It would be Chromai Sweeping Rake. Yeah, it'd be Chromai Sweeping Rake. Oh, that is better. But I like Tomultai, alright? I like Tomultai. I can kill Arcane Lantern. Oh, actually, I didn't even think about that. Wait, yeah, sure, why not? I'll just do that. Forget Tunic. We're having fun, alright? Hello, jokes, who cares? It's Arakni. I mean, we definitely just win now. They're at 10. And we have enough Arcane in the deck. Another Burn Them All, Asvali, Rakes. We shall be fine. And here comes Caloria. You're going to Starbucks in Tana? Yeah, it's Tim Hortons. Oh, is that a bug? Should I not be able to target Arcane Lantern? Oh, I can't see the flip on Tomotai. That actually seems correct. What does Tomotai say? Tomotai. Is that right? On an equipment they control. If it has 0, destroy it. No, you can hit it. Yeah. Seems right. Okay, at this point we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I can swing with Miragai. Woohoo! Yeah, so they blocked with Tunic anyway. Right, so in the end, who cares? I got rid of all their equipment. All they have left is this tiny dagger. Where's their silver? They can't recur nothing. I think all they banished from my deck was 10 cards. But to be fair, like, we lost 6 dragons total. Oh, I guess 9 dragons total on that one hit. Alright, there goes Miragai. Uh-huh. Alright. I believe there's a resolution step, right? Which is when people play sigils. I'll just play it as a reaction. It doesn't matter. Just in case the little step doesn't pop up. So when you copy Burn Them All with Miraging, does it count the stacks on it? Don't know. I have no idea. Alright, we get one more trigger on this Burn Them All. Make some ash. This is starting to scare me, though. We have, what, one more Kyloria Asvalai Rake? I think. Is it? Uh-huh. Sheesh. Alright, yeah. This is very scary, actually. I mean, I think we do have enough to just win through Arcane. But regardless, because all their sigils are gone. So all we need to do is... What? There's no way that you're passing priority. There's no way. Was that on purpose? I don't know what just happened, Brandon. You just passed turn. Alright, he won't respond. Yeah, but need to dagger, I guess. Just trash hands. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, we do want to just throw out a red so that we can at least make an ash. Alright, come on. Come on, burn them all. I'm counting on you. You're all I've got left. Oh, this is awful. At least we know we have basically 5 dragons left and burn them all. So that should be eventually enough. Okay, and he raises the Kyloria. Well done. Oh, Lord. I'm actually getting so terrified. I think I'll just play out the dust up, I guess. Oh, Kylori attack for sigil? Oh yeah, duh. Why didn't I do that? Holy moly. Duh, I just did that the turn before. Oh my god. Absolutely just not paying attention anymore. Rough, rough. Yeah, that should have been, that absolutely should have been the thing. I literally just did that the turn before. Not thinking. Not thinking. Okay, and there go the poppers. Now, this is what gets scary. Okay, there's one Kyloria. Actually, with 3 poppers in their deck, I don't really want to concentrate them, do I? That doesn't really do anything. I just want to wait for the burn them all. Like, I don't want to play anything until the burn them all. 1, 2, yeah, that's all that still as well. Yeah, just without them attacking me, I couldn't actually trim the deck very much. Okay, so we'll just block. No reason to keep these anymore. I'll just throw the pursuit at them. We can go ahead and block these. I want to get the pursuit out. Or I want to play out the pursuit, rather. And I guess we'll keep the sigil, because I just don't... Or I'll crown away the sigil. Put the burn them all for next turn. Sure. Oh, well now we at least have... We have the burn them all, so we can pretend that we get to just burn them all Kyloria into pursuit. If they don't have the CNC here exactly. Or whatever popper. Yeah, I mean, all we need is the burn them all triggers, so I guess we'll go for it. Most likely popped. Yep, there it is. Oh, this is actually such a punt. There was no point in doing that. I needed to make sure the dragons were actually close to each other or the burn them all doesn't stick. Yeah, that was awful. Awful, awful. I don't think I'll have enough damage anymore to win. Is going to be the issue here. This is sad. What have I done? Yeah, you can bottom that. It's fine. This is so sad. They're probably going to put that on the bottom. Alright. Well, maybe there's a world where they use poppers on these, and then the burn them alls actually stick. And then I get multiple use out of them for my Asvali that's coming next hand. That could be nice. I don't think they should do that, but they might. Okay, nope. Okay. There's our Asvali. Oh my god, the freaking Findles. Sure. Guess we can just sink the Oasis, because why not? Protect the life. Alright, now we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's still 2 more poppers. Fatigue is the only way. Yeah, but this is actually my bad. I just like didn't really... I threw one turn where I could have pushed a lot more damage and also made some very cute plays rather than good plays because I like some of these cards. So yeah, I mean, the one thing that we couldn't control was that one Eradicate that actually banished triple Necria, Rake, Vincerikai, Optimi, and Uvia. That was definitely rough. Not much I could do about all that. Alright, there's 2 more poppers in the deck. I guess I can just pretend that it's not in this hand. I can pretend. Is it worth just pushing out the sweeping because it's just damage? But then I couldn't follow up with Pursuit. No, I think I like really want to try to pretend they don't have a popper and then Pursuit. That's the goal here. Alright, no popper. There we go. And then maybe Asbly sticks. That'd be quite nice. Oh. Because they need to keep a 2-card hand to kill Arakni unless they've got a 0 for 4, which they might not have. Alright, it's my last shot. It's another Remembrance. Here comes another flurry of poppers. And unfortunately, they will likely be... There's like the 1 Findles in there, right? So that's another 2 life gain in the deck, plus the heart. Whew! Okay, just please with that 1-card hand, don't kill Asbly. It's my one ask. Please with that 1-card hand. Okay, good. We did it. Alright, we can go like this. I don't think this is doable, folks. Wonder if you'd be in a better spot if you sold Lantern. So you'd be tempted to pitch for Arcane. No, I'd have no win con, would be the issue. I would have no more win con. Like, as of now, Arcane is the only way I can actually win this game. And we're going to get 2 Arcane pings here, which is nice, into the Rake that's in our next hand. But then that's it. Did they cash in on the Lantern? No, we Tomul-tied it. Yep, here's definitely a popper. There's 4 in the deck, so if they didn't have one here, that'd be mighty impressive. Yep, and it's the one that gains them a life. We need to do that just to keep reds in the yard. Actually, I'm not sure if... Okay, it is in the next hand. Good. This is all we got. All we can do. We just need to hope one of these hands doesn't have a popper. Because all we can do now is attack with Rake 3 times, which is 3 Arcane, and then we need to deal 1 damage somewhere else. That's it. It's all we have in this world. So it would be exactly this hand, basically. Swing with Rake into Snatch. They should not take a damage here. I know there's actually, I mean, there's life gain everywhere, right? There's the Heart of Findles. There's the 2 more Findles Fighting Spirits. Okay, they do sink below. Well, if they didn't have a popper before, they should have one now. Yep, there it is. There it is, folks. That is the end of the game. Can't deal damage. Well, I mean, in a way, like, what would happen here? I guess, in the end, they have a weapon, and we don't. So, it's just game that way. Oh, also Burn Them All broke. I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, so it's over. Sure. Oh, wait, oops, sorry. Didn't know that was targeting the Aether Ashwing. Alright, so the Ashwings are just straight gone. We only have, what, like 2 more attacks in the deck? It's Snatch and 2 blue Dust Ups. Alright, it's impossible to win. Impossible to win. So, in reality, a normal match would then just kind of time out. Because it would take forever for them to win with the Spider's Bite. But they do eventually do it, and we do not. And that'd be it. But that's our fault. That is absolutely our fault here. Or my fault, rather. Darkodius tried. He tried to calm me back on the cute plays. But, yeah, actually, from that early Eradicate, like, literally on turn 2, we saw what the banishes were. Should have just played really conservative from then on out. And just, like, concentrate the dragons. Yeah. And not just, go for, like, a dragon per turn when all they do is clear. There we go. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Arakni has a pretty reliable fatigue strat into Dromai now. Yeah, it's working now. It didn't last game, but it is now. Alright, do I really want to just like make this last forever? I don't. I'll just concede. I could easily, unfortunately, make that last a long time on my end as well. Life gain, tome. But yeah, no point. We'll just let it end. GG's. There we go. Okay, so that's good. At least Brandon got some redemption there. Because that first game did not look like it was winnable on his end. It was like 29-0. But here you go. This is what Arakni can do to win. And it does work. And we did it in time. I mean, in time is questionable. Because this is, at the end of the day, you know, very automated. Like, there's a lot of... that's not realistic to IRL. There's a lot of manual actions to take and shuffling after remembrance. Alright, there we go. Alright, sweet, there we go, we're 1-1. Let me put that on the thing here. Yeah, I mean, they only landed 1 Eradicate, and perhaps I should have just respected it. Because I definitely could have just used my hand to lose like 2 dragons in hand to just not take damage from Eradicate, because letting it hit then actually cost me like 6 dragons. So that's, you know, that's probably just straight wrong, right? Like, you just don't want to risk losing that many dragons. Actually, it was 9, right? Because there was a rake in there. So that was really what it was. Just to not lose that game, just respect Eradicate. Even though it was turn 2, and we were feeling cocky because of the last game, just don't do that. I mean, taking 3 would be fine, taking 10 was the issue. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There was no reason. Like, it's 2 dragons in hand immediately, and giving up a bit of tempo, which is like, whatever, it's turn 2. Or losing that many dragons from deck. So, that's good. I like that. We learned. Let's keep it going. A lot to learn with this deck. A lot to learn. I think that 43 minutes translates to finishing on time in real life, even with manual actions. I don't think so. I think you should normally probably add like just a net like 10 minutes-ish across the board. Just because, you know, time is starting when like the round is paired. You got to get to your table. There's sideboarding, so then it's really like 50 minutes. And then, especially with Dromai, you're not allowed to actually keep the invokes flipped over in your deck. You have to have them the other way. So then you need to manually take them out, flip them, put them down, transform Ashwings, on and on. There's deck shuffling, especially with Remembrance. There's like the manual burn them all counters that takes everything down. There's like the constantly, hey, can I check your graveyard? Hey, can I check your banish? Over and over. Like, a game takes a lot longer than just click, click, pass, click, clack. Like, that is not real life. like at all. Arakni looking at your top deck. Thank you, Narabella. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, good luck. All right, this is probably just unwinnable, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Yeah, this matchup has felt absolutely awful, but we will try. I think actually one burned them all, so I'm fine with that. I'll take this. All right. Did you just hear Red Hot Dromai? Not this deck. But Red Hot Dromai does have a way better game plan into aggro, because you're just trying to race, and you have as many 0 for 4s as you can jam pack into your deck, which is actually quite a few. And then you have all the sticky threats of your Ashwings and things like that. Sure, this can hit. I will take 1 and create a Spectral Shield. Actually, into Katsu, specifically because of Ward, I should probably go first. Yeah, I think specifically because of the Wave of Reality, I should go first. Because otherwise, like, it just gets eaten kind of for free, which is kind of lame. I mean, that has Go again. Maybe I just sink it. And then maybe try to Flame Scale. That's pretty greedy. But they did pitch a red. Screw it, I'm gonna try. Don't do these plays at home, kids. It's all about experimentation. It's Talishar. These games don't matter at the end of the day. It's just to actually build up. Dust Up's pretty good, even going second. I think I'm likely to block with Berserk. I pitched a red there for the Kadachi. Okay, at this point, we'll let it go. Now they can have it. They can have my Spectral Shield. I'll allow it. And then we'll just Flame Scale, make an Ash, and be on our merry way. That's the other benefit of like playing out the sync is you can now Flame Scale. So let it go. No, they do matter because it's going to add to the decision making as you continue playing, and just need to pull from more game experience. But inherently, like, you know, a Talishar game doesn't actually translate to like a leaderboard or anything like that. It's not of value in that sense. Okay. We like this. So we can swing with the Yandurai into the Dust Up and Arsenal the Snatch. Seems pretty good. Or I guess Arsenal the Sink Below. I'm actually inclined to, you know, prefer cards like Snatch are the value cards, I think. I just need to have something like a 1 for or a 0 for 4 that threatens like a new Arsenal. You know, like the entirety of the games you play on Talishar don't actually matter, but if you can go back and say, oh, that one choice, like, that was the mistake that cost me this game, or that was the punish I was able to execute on that put me ahead on this game, or on and on, like those kinds of pieces of information are really valuable from a Talishar game. Like, that's how you should approach Talishar, is like the game holistically is honestly probably pretty sloppy on Talishar. Most people are just not playing to the same degree that they would in person. But you can still try to look at the Talishar game to pinpoint things to actually use in real life. And of course, I think the main benefit of Talishar is you can just kind of turbo through your list iterations. Like, you can just have some garbage list, and if you take it into Armory, it might feel awful. But if you take it to Talishar, then it doesn't really matter. You can just like slam it, accept that the games are trash, and then actually tweak it and try to find something better. So for Talishar, in that aspect, I love it. You can just throw these awful decks at the wall and try to figure out something that's functional. I'm liking the Tomeless build at the moment. Can build the deck more aggressive. You learn that Dromai isn't an auto win. It is not even close to an auto win, Brandon. Like if you want to play that game like 10 times over now, I get the lose condition now. And I think once the Dromai player understands the lose condition, they should not lose that matchup again. Because at the end of the day, like, the Arakni isn't doing anything innovative. They're just trying to fatigue out and shuffle back in poppers. That's it. Like, that's all they're doing. And other decks have tried that against Dromai, and they don't win when you try that. Like, like that sideboard plan was not to beat that kind of strategy, for one. But all it would really take is, I'll just like throw in the passing mirages and then just, have a board stay at the end of the game that you do not beat. But they just weren't in the list. They should probably just be in the list anyway, though. I sided them out. Yeah, if the Dromai knows how to play the matchup, sides to about 70. Yeah, I would think. 5 on Yandurai. Okay, I mean, it will hit, but there's no go again on that. And it also doesn't die unless you Ancestral it. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Like, yes, you drew a card and you banished something, but that didn't really translate to much, did it? Okay, so with our turn here, I think our turn's pretty straightforward. It's just gonna be this. Unfortunately, it's not a red, so we don't make an extra free Ash. Yeah, GG's, Brandon. Thanks for playing. We'll just spam some drags. Having Yandurai and Asvalai out is pretty much a free mass trigger for them. But it is what it is. And this is what looks like... I guess we don't know if it's Crouching Tiger Katsu. They're not running the links, so it's probably not. This is just a new 0 for 3. Miraging Metamorph. I really don't love this card. Like, I feel like this card should be E-Strike again. But Darkodia swears by it. E-Strike was just flexible, like in those late games, like we just saw against Arakni even. You can just turn this into... It's not great, but you can just turn it into a combo starter. Just 5 go again. Which is pretty strong. Like, I'm not sure this is really the card that gives you the percentage points against Fi. Because that's what Noah's thought was about this. Like, it's just a 2-card hand for 7 into Fi that creates an Ash. Which is like, yeah, that makes sense. But E-Strike is just so much more flexible. Yeah, this is over E-Strike, which I don't enjoy, but that's what Noah suggested so far. So I'm just trying it, because I just hadn't before. But yeah, I really think I miss E-Strike. But I just bought these. So now I think I have to play them. They were like $6 a piece. I'm not a huge fan of the art. I think this one kind of gets washed on the borders there. It's just not that interesting to look at. Could just be me though. I'm really not an Illusionist fan, but I can't help it. Like, I saw too many Game of Thrones attractions in Ireland. I'm just Targaryen at heart, I think. Might dye my hair lightning blonde. You'll see. You ever seen a Targaryen with curls? I don't think so, right? That's like not really in their bloodline. I hate the Metamorph, prefer E-Strike or Ravel. Yeah, I think we're going back to E-Strike for sure. The Mega Epitome of Dromai, Crazy Brew with Moonwish. I was, Nate. That was the whole point of me even like trying to play Dromai, was the core of Crazy Brew. Now, Moonwish Sunkish was awful. I'm not playing that. But the Crazy Brew Life of the Party is like legitimately a late game strategy you can pull off. And if you get to just kind of luck with early epots or Crazy Brews, then it's actually kind of a good tempo card as well. Just playing out Life of the Party. Oh, this is a red combo starter that gains life and is 6 and has go again. It's pretty cool. But unfortunately, I think the how do I look at the list? Like, this card, Dust from the Red Desert, kind of replaces the need to really go for like a late game route. Now you just have so much guaranteed late game against popper matchups. Like the Dust is huge, the passings, obviously the Ghostly, all that is the good stuff. Okay, so they played an Art of War and a Roar the Tiger. So they are a bit of a... Oh, that makes sense. So they're just a Crouchy Tiger deck, but they're taking Mask into Dromai. That does make sense at the end of the day. Alright, so, I mean, we're free to block with the Sweeping Blow. If we really end up keeping the hand, then we can Sweeping Blow just to make 2 more Ash into Chromai, Snatch. Just make that our turn. We're just not going to block this. They are down to 20. That's actually quite fast. Maybe it's some weird ratio of like 1 Miraging Metamorph, 2 E-Strikes. You know, something funky. Something funky. Just so you have the flexibility of E-Strikes in your pitch stack, but then you also have the flexibility of like a Miraging with pitch floating instead of like it requiring an entire extra card. And that way you can never brick with like double Miraging in hand, which kind of sucks. Because they don't have go again. So maybe that's the right ratio, you know? Jon Snow, oh. Okay. But he wasn't that platinum Targaryen blonde, was he? Also, thanks for subscribing. This is kind of too free to interrupt. We're gonna be going to 0 Ash. Okay, they Ancestral. Maybe that was dumb. I probably should have Fate Foreseen then. Is this Chainlink 2? Yeah, that was actually super dumb. I should have said no blocks, and then if they do something like this, it was Ancestral. But realistically, like, they will just draw this turn. They have Kodachis. There are 2 dragons on the field. So I think we'll just kind of let it happen. Yeah, so that was just a waste. Just a waste. It's alright. Yep. And I really don't mind them actually attacking the dragons here because they're wasting the Art of War buff. Wasting. I mean, you know, they will replace the card. When is the new Levia Reinhardt deck tech coming? I just don't think there's anything super interesting to talk about. Like, I can make a new Levia deck tech, but like, it's not exciting, you know? It's not Dynasty. Like, if you want to play the Dynasty cards, your win rate sucks. Like, I'm sorry, the Berserk build is just not good. I've tried it like 10 different ways now, and it is just like laughably worse than any kind of like more like aggro Levia or even like mid-range Levia. Like, Berserk just forces your deck to be built in such a way that you either high roll and have like your insane hands, or your hands deal like 6 damage, or you need to hope and pray that Scabs hits. And then even a Berserk doesn't necessarily do anything, is the problem. Like, if it was a guaranteed payoff, sure. Like, build your deck around that puppy and just block out Arsenal Berserk, find your Blood Rush, pop off, have like 30 damage turns, whatever it is. But that's like realistically not what happens. It's like, I want to like it. I've got some versions I've been playing around with that are just like the most aggressive you can possibly build Levia, like literally scar for scar. Just because you need the game to be short. Like, you need to just end the game because the deck has so many bad hands. Like, you need the game to just, oh, I had my good hands, so I win. Like, you need that to be what happens. Do you run Skullcrack? Well, I mean, there's like two ways to run Levia. Like, right now I think you can run it for the Berserk build, which maybe we'll play some of that. You can play like kind of a Berserk build, or it's not actually crazy. I've been trying just straight recursion, just Hexagore, meat axe, and just accepting, like, you know what? You do not beat aggro with this list. Like, you just do not. But you can beat everything else. Okay, well, that's gonna be a Salt the Wound Tide Flippers if I've ever seen one. Yeah, this turn got pretty big. And it wasn't necessarily off the back of, like, this misplay, but that did hurt. That definitely did hurt. Alright, they're gonna razor it, they're gonna lunging press it. I mean, we'll just save life, I guess, because we don't actually want that in hand. We can bottom that, because we don't want to draw it with Snatch. I'm actually surprised, like, damage-wise, we're going to come out of this okay. And we actually have a board state still. It's kind of funny. That's very surprising. And we're about to have a very good turn into him. This is incredible. That's actually, like, that was a nuts Katsu turn, but I think our position is totally fine. We get double Dromai into Snatch with Asvali on board. This is great. Scar and Berserk both seem bad. Yeah, they're awful, James. That's the problem. Like, if you're trying to build Levia to play with Berserk, you literally just need the game to be over before your deck shits the bed. Because it's so bad. Like, you just don't get to add... You'd really... I mean, you can try Art of Wars, but this card's probably really not worth it in there as well. Your blue base suffers a ton. You don't get to really add recursion. And you're hoping that you just have enough damage to end the game. But the moment you stumble and draw all reds, or the moment you have non-blocks when you can't afford to have non-blocks, or the moment you draw a hand that just deals 6 damage, you don't win. A guy won our local store champs with Levia this weekend with just normal Wildlife Pulping, just added Skullcrack. Yeah, actually, from the earlier streams when I was talking about my Worlds experience, that's what Jason Chung, the Levia developer, was really saying, is that the best card Levia got this set is Skullcrack. Like, just add Skullcrack. And, you know, just play for aggro, and just play for, like, a little bit more high roll in your deck if you discard Skullcrack. And that's probably the best way to do it. It's just not that exciting, right? It's just same old. So, we're trying new things. Wow, this is, what, like, turn 4? It's pretty crazy. Vincerica is a pretty weak arsenal, so I think we'll just use it to make Ash. And move on with our day. And holy mother! Alright, we're high-rolling. We are high-rolling. This is insane. Not only do we have this mega board, but we can also just drop Dracona Optimi next turn. Okay, I'll take it. And this, folks, is why Wave of Reality is the breaking point to make Ninja winnable. It's all about this... No, that did nothing, honestly. This is crazy. Imagine we hit 3 reds off the top with Dracona, too. That'd be pretty funny. We love to see it. Look at Dromai. I've tried a bit of the old Katsu. Just don't hit like it used to. Oh, what's up, Derek? Man, long time no see, buddy. I thought you kind of, like, moved away from the game or something. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Dromai? Hey, this is a cool Dromai, alright? This is a Dromai with, come on, what are the cool cards these days? Dust from the Red Desert? Uh-huh. What? Oh, where's the real spice? Wave of Reality. Snatch. Although, this one's more normal in, like, Redline Dromai. We're just trying it in, like, a more mid-range, and I enjoy it. In fact, I'm gonna make that change right now with E-Strike, Enlightened. I'm feeling the Enlightened Strike. And I'm feeling the one Miraging Metamorph. Don't at me with my ratios, alright? We're getting there. Is Dromai a Levia? Yes, it must be, isn't it? These scaly abominations come from the Demonastria, of course. It's actually sad. Necria is... I don't want to say, like, the worst looking, because that's subjective, but, like, it is the darkest, right? It is hard to appreciate Necria. Where's Necria? Like, I just don't really see what's going on in this art. Like, maybe I'm just blind, but like, what is happening here? There's like, what is this? Does it have hair? Like, is this hair coming out of it? And are these wings? They kind of look like wings, but I don't like quite see where they attach to the body. Like, they attach up here, like on kind of the neck area. And then where are the legs? Like, is it just a round body with no feetsies? Like, I don't quite get it. And like, what is this chest hole? Is it even a dragon? Is it like an anglerfish where like this is the mouth? Like, here are the eyes, this is the mouth, and the dragon is bait? But like, who would come at the dragon? Like, how does that help rope you in, right? I don't get it. Necrosi. You mind sharing the deck list? Yes. This will win a pro quest this season. Because I'm going to like at least 6 of them. If I can't win one, then I'm trash. I can normally win like 1 per season with Levia, but now we're actually going to meta slave. Or maybe we end up with Scar for Scar Berserk Levia, and we really are just Berserk, and maybe it works out. Okay, what the hell is that? That's actually like kind of a big take back. That's kind of a big take back. You saw the card already. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, okay, it's not like I can do anything about it, but my opponent killed Dromai, saw the card they drew, and then decided they wanted to kill Asvali instead. That's pretty lame, but we'll roll with it, I guess. I mean, normally if there's like new information, you should not take back. Didn't realize the cards in it. Okay, if they're new, sure, go for it. Go for it. Oh, I think someone in the chat said LSS hired you. Yeah, I did this series for them back in the day. Actually, it wasn't even that long ago. It was the last set. It was for Uprising. Okay, yeah, I really don't mind this. Keep it coming. All right, you see what Snatch did, by the way? You see what Snatch did? Snatch gave me this ash. It was basically Dust Up. Like, you can think about it in that way. It was a Dust Up that was in a way more flexible because I could have arsenaled that card if I wanted it. But instead, okay, they're wasting 8 damage on Dromai. I'll let that happen any day. No take back, alright? Let it happen. It gave me this ash, and now I get to unlock the high roll of Dracona Optimi. They don't even know what's coming. 6 arcane damage. Woo! Baby! And then we have Asvali for next turn. Sheesh! Alright. Well, this is a turn 5 Dromai kill. I think the deck's just cracked. We've done it. It's all about the wave of reality. That's what it is. We revealed Sigil, Invoke, Yanduri, Snatch. That's actually pretty amazing. Because Sigil guarantees we'll be able to play something out and make an Ash with Furnace. So we'll probably just end up eating everything they throw at us, forcing that out to make our turn Asvali, Yanduri, Snatch. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. What does the gloves do for Dromai? It gives us 2 life, and that's it. But in a way, Justin, you gotta think about it this way. Ironhide is a pretty decent piece of equipment, right? Ironhide gloves, or gauntlet, whatever it's called. You pay 1 to block 2, and it is, tends to be pretty good. It's run quite often. You see it in like Oldhim, you see it in Icelander. You used to see it in like Control Dash. Like, these control decks do enjoy it. It's just, on demand 2 block. Now, Dromai was running Silken Form, which lets you pay 1 to quell 1, which was interesting. Quell was a nice interaction window where it would kind of mess with like Dorinthias and things like that because it's in damage resolution, but you still had to pay for it. So all this card is doing basically is saying you still are blocking the 2 life that an Ironhide would, but you don't get to control when. But there's added flexibility of that it's any damage type, because Ward 1 prevents anything, the Spectral also prevents anything. So you can think about it as like a progressive defense reaction, almost, that you don't get to control. It's going to let that early game 3-block turn into 4-block. 3-block turn into 4-block, which sometimes is going to block a non-hit. Sometimes, not all the time. But it's those sometimes moments I live for. And it also, like, truly just is 2 life. Like, you're not using it for any cheeky function beyond that. Like, it's going to ward 1, it's going to break, it's going to make a spectral that breaks. You get no synergies with the spectral, except, I guess, like, maybe a miraging can copy it, which is kind of funny. But no, it's just 2 life that you don't pay for. Because I thought Silken Form was pretty good. But from talking with a lot of high-level Dromai players, they didn't really enjoy Silken Form. It's just the card that you had to play because nothing was better. And in the mirror, it actually had good value because you can deny like Ashwing pings and then flip it, make your own Ashwing, kill them, blah, blah, blah. But beyond that, it was not super functional. So this is just functional whether you like it or not. That's it. That's all I use it for. Okay. Well, if they don't kill Dracona Optimi, they will be mistaken. Yeah, they got no mask anymore, so I don't think we really care about these things. This was an incredibly fast game. I'm impressed. But if they don't kill Dracona, they just lose, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that kills Dracona. That'll do, pig. That'll do. But we knew we had Sigil coming, so we're actually pretty fine to play with no Ash. How cool is this? How cool is this? Oh wait, oops. Wait, that's somehow not the interaction I thought it was. Hold up. How do we mess this up? We made an Ash. Yep, we did. Okay, correct. We did make an Ash. Then we play Yanduri and we won't have another Ash. Oh, that's unfortunate. How did I not think that through? That's alright. I think instead we'll make the Asvali in that case because it forces them to pitch. And then we'll still come in with a breakpoint with Snatch. Just Arsenal Yanduri. Should be fine. Yeah, Dromai beats Ninja confirmed. Yeah, I don't think it's a question anymore. GG's. Ninja got some side cards with Levia. I mean, it's just a different type of Ninja. There were some people super hype on it. All right, let's actually play a game. I know we're the Dromai Den now, but let's pay homage to the League of Levia real quick. Remember where we came from. Oh, actually, I'll just join here. They're in a game already. Competitive CC, it's where we belong. Hey. Alright, this is going to be awful, just forewarned. This is like exactly not the matchup you want to see. Where's that last trash card? There we go. Yeah, see, this deck is like so fragile, the on-hits are just miserable to deal with. So the literal win con is we just throw our hands and then hope we win through Reckless. Because you can't actually fit in any like cool dominate. You also can't pretend that your late game hands actually have proper win cons. Because you don't really math break unless you have a giant hand. Which if you have the room to have like a giant hand late game, then you're just gonna win anyway. So realistically you need to just throw hands and pretty much end up with like Reckless winning the game. And that's it. That's all you got. In like a more my style Levia, recursion based, you have so many win cons. Your damage just never ends. You can pump for insane dominated numbers. You can pummel. But this is just this is Levia as she was intended to be played with Berserk. I'm kind of liking Fi. Feels impossible to lose. Well, that's a lie, but you know, admire the passion you got for Fi, Peyton. If only you stuck with Dromai. You'd be where I'm at right now, living life. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. They've got it all. They've got it all. But you know what we've got? We've got, like, a very subpar Berserk turn. But, like, what do? You pretty much have to play it. Oh, hey, thanks for subscribing. You pretty much have to play it. Also, I think the music's too loud. Let me turn this down. Jesus. Like, if I just lead with Wild Ride and I discard Pulping, like, the turn's just over. But then if I play out Berserk, I'm going to discard and then it banishes. And then my Blood Debt's already ramped up, which is just awful. But screw it, we'll do it. How is this my life? Are you serious? We draw Mark the Beast. Wait, actually, how is it double Mark the Beast? What happened here? Oh. Wait, what? How is it double Mark the Beast? Am I missing something? Shouldn't I have just discarded one thing? Wait, I literally don't understand how this happened. I only discarded one thing. I discarded from the Wild Ride. How is there a second Mark of the Beast in here? Like, legitimately. Shouldn't it be in my hand? Wait, hold up. Wait. Why is the second in banish? It should go to my hand. Wait, like, what on earth is this? This should be in my hand from Berserk, not in the banish zone. Wild Ride discards a random card. Then Berserk draws one extra. There was never a chance to discard an extra. This makes no sense. What does Berserk read? Look. Whenever you discard a random card with 6 or more, banish it. If you do, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has 6 or more, draw a card. So what happened was, I played the Wild Ride, right? I played out a Berserk, and then I paid for the Wild Ride. Wild Ride drew a Mark of the Beast, discarded Mark of the Beast. Oh, wait. Ah. Then where did the second Mark of the Beast come from? I'm missing something. I just don't understand how there's a second one in play here. If you do, reveal the top card of your deck. If it has 6 or more, draw a card. Yep. So I drew Mark of the Beast, discarded Mark of the Beast, which banished. So I should have 1. The Berserk drew Graveling Growl. So why is there a second Mark of the Beast? Yeah, but the second Mark of the Beast makes sense. Oh well. I have no idea. I truly could not tell you what happened here. There's only one discard. This might just be bugged out. Maybe it just duplicated the card or something when it got discarded. Because I don't think it came from deck. What the heck? I'm going to take extra damage from this now, because they've got a crippling turn. Yeah, I think exactly, Ethnic Smoke, I think that's probably what it was. Is it banished the Mark of the Beast due to its own effect, and then might have tried to duplicate the banish due to Berserk's effect. So I should only have 1. But like, there should not be a second Mark of the Beast. That's just... It's not how the game operates. It's very strange. Oh well. Huh. Click top right and report bug. Alright, what's the number? 2774. Alright, let's copy this. Let's go to the Discord. Berserk duplicated a Mark of the Beast in my banish zone. Okay, there we go. It's reported. Oh, grandeur. Spicy. Well, we're pretty free to just block like that. Feels a little bad. All right, they do not like their hands. This is good. We need to buy room to arsenal here. This is very nice. Okay. Well, we could pretty much try to make this just Wild Ride into Claw, take 2 Blood Debt Arsenal. Yeah, that doesn't seem awful. I mean, it's not great, but it's not awful. The other thing we can try to do is end up arsenaling Art of War, but it seems like they really like their arsenal, so their turn's probably very disruptive. So I'd rather an attack in Arsenal over the Art of War. Okay, this is actually fantastic. Boneyard and Arsenal is really strong. So we'll just deal 9. Yes, we'll take 2. Which should just be 1. Should just be 1. Yeah, actually, can I manual mode to... Nah, it doesn't let me, doesn't let me just delete a card. Interesting. Do you mind if I add 1 life whenever I take the... I shouldn't have to Mark of the Beast. Okay, wait. Hold up. I'm just gonna do it, honestly. I'm just gonna do it, because it's just a straight bug. It shouldn't be 2. Alright, it's another Crippling Crush right off the back, which is really not a big deal. So, we can toss the Crown of Providence at it just to block 8 again, which I don't love. Because there's nothing I really want to cycle out. Yeah, I just like legitimately don't want to cycle this. But it at least turns off the crippling. Because actually it's probably going to come up again on the life here. Alright. Oh, actually... Shoot, well, now he knows that there's a swing big coming. Actually, no, it'd be a waste to make this a swing big turn. I'd rather just make it a 2-card 9 with the Mandible Swing. Arsenal the swing big. That makes more sense. Yeah, make it a 2-card 9. Arsenal swing big. And, alright. We have the Berserk Blood Rush, folks. Let's see if it actually does literally anything. This is the best case scenario. They probably don't have another crippling, because they just threw 2 at me already. It's a spinal, though, so we are forced to husk, but, you know, at least we have husk, right? Alright, here we go, folks. Alright, beautiful. We drew nothing. There we go. We drew nothing. with Berserk, it's a great start. It's a fantastic start. So I think now we'll just pretend. Alright, we drew a Beast Within. Pretty useless. Pretty useless. Sure. Well, that wasn't quite the turn we wanted, was it? And that's Berserk, folks. Just, it's not that interesting of a card. Alright, well, we drew another Blood Rush back-to-back, though, so the game does want us to win. Yeah, they're probably gonna pummel this. Yep. So we can actually just slow it down in that case. We can discard that. We'll just put the Blood Rush in Arsenal. I don't want to force it on 3. Just come in for a measly 4. Okay, well, we've got Skullcrack, actually. What was this? Tear Asunder? Oh, Jesus. Well, we take it. I freaking hate Bravo. It's so boring. Okay, and we take 9 Blood Debt, and we will lose. Well, that's fun. We can pretend, however. Well, that's at least something. We get more damage out of the trade this way. This is the future of Levia, everyone. Woohoo! Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Okay, it's actually insane that we're drawing... We drew the Reckless here. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about it. And then as soon as this is a Nothos, we just lose. Yep. Beautiful. Nothing has changed! It's the same game! Should be 8 Blood Debt. Give yourself 1 more life. I guess it didn't matter in the end. We just always lose there. GG. Alright, that was high octane gameplay. We even triple drew Blood Rush. The same problems exist. Jesus. Alright, we can play one more. Oops, it's not the code anymore. That's also the wrong deck. Well, we got to see... So Berserk did 2 things, right? Berserk bugged us out and gave us an extra Blood Debt that we didn't have. And then it also didn't draw a card on a Blood Rush turn. I'd call that a win. I'd say Berserk overperformed compared to normal. Hey. Shoot, I haven't updated these things. What are we? We're now 2-2. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, we're keeping the deep rooted in. First time with the stack, you're sure you'll suck. Oh, don't say that, buddy. I believe in you. I mean, we are just trying to hard race at the same time. Probably want to add like a little bit of extra stuff. Just because it is Arakni at the end of the day, right? It do be Arakni. Hell yeah. I'm ready. It's so sad. I used to love Levia so much, but just knowing that she will not get support for 10 months has just like killed some level of enjoyment. Like, I just can't sit here and like pretend that I am enjoying the gameplay when I know that I just can't be excited for 10 months. It's so sad. So sad. Also, this is a quad non-block hand, so we love to see that. I really would consider that a win. It's a flavor win. Why 10? Because the LSS developers told me that she will not get support for 10 months. Just straight up. They said, don't expect support until the new Shadow supplemental thingy, which will be in 10 months. So it's like, we can pretend that Berserk is our card, but it's not. It's not. Hell yeah. Wonderful. The price we pay. Just to be able to block. Is that even the right card to block with? I guess we should probably just throw it all in there. But it puts us at 3. Screw it. If they have a pump, they have a pump. I don't care. Honestly, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. I'll take it. Oh, hell yeah. We're going in. We're going in. Full send. This is a 14 damage turn 2. I'll take it. What's the graveyard at 3 as well? Oh, what's up, Woody? What is the next set? I thought it was Light Shadow, so we got Prism 2.0. No, that's coming later. It's not the next set. It will come, but it is not the next set. They told me 10 months. Roughly, as like a rough estimate. So, I would assume that, you know, it's not the next set, it's the set after. Wow, actually, with all that, we have 0 blood debt, so this is kind of cool, because we'll get to just swing big Arsenal Wild Ride. Hey, we actually get agency! Where's Dromai? I switched off because I needed to prove a point on just how sad Levia is looking these days. And the answer is very. Yeah, pump it all you want. There's nothing I can do about it. Now, unfortunately, it is going to give me blood debt, which is rough, because I, you know, definitely wanted to just play swing big and not deal myself damage. Okay, we lost a blood rush. Wonderful. Also, Dromai was a lot of pressure, Michael. Alright? Dromai is a deck I am not good at yet. I'm trying to get there. And let me tell you, it is high stakes when you're playing, like, not your deck. Like, it's rough. So many expectations to uphold. Can't do it. Okay, and this is why everything just falls apart. Like, you just can't ever play around this card. This card is so bad for Levia. At least in this spot, we're not, like, forced to block, so we can just say no blocks, lose the Wild Ride, and so be it. Here comes, like, a Razor. Yep. Sure. Goodbye, Wild Ride. I had no choice but to put you in Arsenal, you know? You were a non-block, you see. I couldn't help it. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, no sweat either. We always hit scabs there. No question. Easy. I became a traitor to the cause and started playing Reinhardt. No, kill hippies. You did what you had to do. You made the right choice. Some of the rest of us are, like, living deep in copium. Oh, we lost our Iva video. I wonder if Mansant will start to hit himself with Asfly triggers to get the Levi. Oh yes, 1 blood debt. Oh, another blood debt. Oh, burn them all, trigger myself. Yeah. I think that's most likely the case. Well, this isn't that interesting. This will roll scabs. Nope. Okay, so it is going to be Dread Screamer. Just Dread Screamer into the Mark of the Beast. Don't mind me. I'll Arsenal Berserk and pretend. Don't mind me. It's really cool. You pretend like, oh yeah, Arakni is going to help me get to 6 blood debt. So I get my huge payoff in Doomsday. You don't even know how strong that card is. I'm going to get Doomsday. I'm going to play it by like turn 3 because of how fast I ramp in this matchup. And then no Arakni is safe. And then they just banish the Doomsday. And then what do? It's unfortunate. Alright, we did it with all reds. This is like the worst case scenario. The literal worst case scenario. So we will pretend we can crown away some of this. We'll pretend. We'll do this. Let's get the Graveling out of here. Nope. Alright, well, I guess we don't get to Berserk Blood Rush this game. I mean, we could. We would keep the whole hand. Okay, no, they gave us free room to not do that. Well, that's kind of sad. I really wanted to. But now I guess all we'll do is this. Maybe I keep... No, keeping the Skullcrack's kind of dumb, but if, you know, we draw that Blood Rush, then it is kind of a card I want. Nah. We're also at 0 cards in the graveyard. This is nice. It's really working out. Has anyone tried the Moonwish Sunkiss package with Dromai? I did. I tried it on stream a while back, and we did win, I think, like 2 games with it. Oh, hey, never mind. We're cracked. I should have kept the Skullcrack. If only I knew. If only I had Mega Minded. Oh yeah, we'll just draw our 3rd Blood Rush by turn 6, having banished one of them. If only I knew. But I did not. Yeah, I don't want to lose all those cards. Cut to the chase. It's fine. That's only 1 banish. Not a big deal. Black Tech. Alright. Honestly, even if it's Leave No Witnesses, we're okay. What I can't handle here is if it's the other one. The one that banishes from hand. I probably shouldn't have just husked then. Just, like, let it be. But then they just saved the pumps for the next one, so it's really all the same. And they banished a red for us, which is nice. Thank you. Oh, yeah. We say no blocks on this all day. Who cares? Banish top of my deck? I don't care. Alright, we're doing it, folks. Oh, we actually drew! Alright. Alright, Berserk. Berserk is doing it, guys. It actually has pulled it off. It has turned off Blood Debt, and it has drawn a card, all for the 1 cost of a single resource, and 3 copies of this card in your deck. That's big. That's real big, folks. Now, with our 5-card hand, we will do normal Levia things, and just swing for like 20 damage. That's what we could always do. We could always do that off a 5-card hand. But now we can do it, and pretend that Berserk is to thank. Oh boy, cantrip! Now to actually gain card advantage off Berserk. Ha ha! If only! If only! But, no. Unfortunately. Not the reality we live in. In fact, this entire turn is just going to turn into probably 21 damage, which is just, like, completely normal for Levia. If I wanted to play super safe... I mean, nah, even if that's a defense reaction, we win. But there's a world there where I just, like, mark the beast so that I keep the 3 cards in graveyard and don't die. I think we can credit that entire win to Berserk. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty unfair. That extra card in hand gave us 3 extra damage. Crazy. Okay. Well, thank you, Levia. You did normal Levia things. Just with even more pressure to not lose to yourself. Yeah, the only reason to have Scar for Scar is quite literally so that your hands are the best rate in the game. I know it seems like a straight meme, like what is this card actually doing? But I was talking with Nervash, who is another like huge Levia player out in Hong Kong. He unfortunately has moved on to Bravo. He can't quite stomach Levia right now. But his last parting gift to the Levia community was this little, like, not a straight spreadsheet, but he did write a guide on, like, the best math possible per hand in Levia. And funny enough, like, Scar for Scar is actually part of that. In, you know, the way that, like, hands will ratio. Like, if you can just add 1 more card that just is 4 damage go again, it's really good. So, we can pretend that it always comes up. It doesn't, but we can pretend. We can pretend. Anyway. I think we've got time. We've got time for 1 more game before I actually have a meeting with LSS. Before I need to go talk with the New Zealand folks about this upcoming series. So, I think someone asked in the chat, like, way before, actually, what is the LSS thing? Like, what does getting hired by them mean? It's something I did before with them with Dynasty. Flesh and Blood. when I did that work with them for oh, look at this. If you type Flesh and Blood, number 3 is my live stream. That's pretty sick. All right, that's awesome. But where's the actual Flesh and Blood channel? That is hard to find. That is hard to find. But whatever, you can take my word for it. I made some videos for them showing off like some new Uprising gameplay. And they reached back out and said, we really want you to do that for, whatchamacallit, for Dynasty. So I have to go do that now, which I am very eager to do. It's pretty exciting. Don't really need the pummels. Alright, I totally forget my game plan in this matchup. Not gonna lie. Game plan. Don't lose. Step number 1. I think I'll add 1 pummel and 1 red deadwood just to keep it that little bit spicy. And this seems okay. Alright, this is Hexagore Levia, folks. Today I show off Levia with Dynasty cards. Here is Skullcrack. No, they actually specifically told me this time the decks need to be like new from Uprising or from Dynasty, because with Uprising the only thing they said was use the new heroes against whatever matchup you want. You know, just like play Icelander, play Fi, play Dromai. So I did. But this time they said just play decks that like actually use the new cards, like something transformative. So that limits us to like Katsu, Dash, Kano. Is that it? Rhinar. There's one. Maybe that's it. Wow. Okay. All right, looks like a slow start. Doomsday and Arsenal. Yeah, why not Doomsday and Arsenal? Let's do it. Oh, wait, oops. I didn't even see them play Passing Mirage. Let's undo that, sorry. Let's roll Scabs. I didn't even see that Passing Mirage. We can actually Hexagore that sucker. Come on, hit. I need you to hit. 6 was rolled? Hell no, I'm not changing that result. Let's go. Boom. Goodbye, passing. And then... yeah, we'll throw... swing big at... Maragai. Yeah, we're under no pressure here. We'll just kill the poppers. No biggie. Azalea. There you go. So that's the way they found to not let you play Levia in this format. Yeah. They couldn't say it specifically. They couldn't say don't play Levia, but they were like, only play heroes that can show off new strategies thanks to our brand new set, Dynasty. Alright, sorry, you're in for a rude awakening here, Dromai. I have a handful of poppers, and I'm not under threat. Oh, this is actually Sunkiss Dromai. This is wonderful. I enjoy this. Capitalist Kano. Anyone highlight that one yet? What did they reveal? They revealed the Tome of Findel. Yikes. That's rough, sorry. So we will pop it. Yeah, we'll just pop it. I really hate to lose the Endless Maws. Like, really hate to lose them. But I think I'm just gonna play out the Wrecker Romp for some graveyard fill. Yeah, I mean, ideally, what we can't lose are the 2 costs. We can lose the Endless Maws. It's not great. But we can lose the 2 costs. Or we can't lose them. That's our Howl Loop pieces. So we want to just play like really slow into finding our recursion, which is probably going to take some time because we're drawn this way. And also I'm going to absolutely regret having Hexagore over Meataxe. Like absolutely regret. But that's okay. Actually, you know what? My meeting is in 13 minutes, so I may have to concede. I do not want to be late for LSS. Actually, let me make sure it's in 13 minutes. Gmail. Let's pull this up. Yeah, that's in 13 minutes, so I will probably have to dip. But we'll get as far as we can. I'll just let the person know. I have to go in 13 min. Prob will concede then. But we can play as much as possible. Dust from the Red Desert. This card's actually really scary for Levia. Ooh, and they played one out. Juicy. Well, we found one recursion piece. I'm just gonna roll scabs every turn, I think. And it's working. Alright, we'll play out this. We'll throw this one at Dromai's face. Seems safe. And then we will play a Mark of the Beast. We want to save these to actually... Well, no, maybe I should just play Hungering to get the Ghostly out of there. Didn't Dash top first and second last Battle Hardened with it and won the Hong Kong? I actually didn't know it won the Hong Kong one. That's good to know. Yeah, it won the Battle Hardened Philly that I was streaming. It did. Okay, we got Ghostly back. The loop has started. Although this is like the weakest loop, but it's there. Jason, I'm channeling you, my father. Alright, somehow we have... Well, they were at 24 a second ago, and then they played Tome. But we've done pretty much nothing but skipped a turn or two. And we had dealt a lot of damage until now. Now it's coming back. The sigils, the tomes, it's all there. Whoa. How fast can I get this Doomsday online, eh? Interesting. I can go ahead and pop it. Or I can let them get to Necria. Now, we are going to pop it. I hate losing these, though. Really do. This deck actually doesn't have infinite poppers. Sure. And let's get the Avophidia poppin'. Ooh. We like those. Do we like them in hand together? Yeah, not really, do we? We want this one. Although we'll have the Unworldly Bellow in hand. So that actually, we'll bottom this, we'll top this. It seems fine. Alright, Oasis. You'll get 3 rolls in a row where the odds are in your favor for Scabskins to roll away. Yeah, I mean, there's no blood debt either, so regardless of actual payoff, there's not really the punish. We could also roll Scabs again now to swing Hexagore, only take 2 damage, and then follow up with Ghostly. That sounds pretty spice. Let's do it. And then I'm gonna roll a 1. Dang it. Nah, I'm not gonna re-roll that though. It's fine. The Ghostly is like already banished, so we'll just let it be. And then we will Writhing Beasthulk pop into Shadow. Honestly, should probably let these go and just wait for them to swing the other ones, but really not that pressed about it. We have to go in a bit anyway. Ooh, now we've got Doomsday. Alright, so now we roll Scabs again. Please not a 1. Alright, that's good. It's good. It's all coming together. Yeah, we're swinging face. Let's see, do I discard a 6? Do I get Howl out of the deck? Hell yeah. Oh, we're popping off. Engine is together. Pieces are in a row. What is it? All your ducks in a line? Isn't that the saying? Regardless. The one sad part about playing out Doomsday right now would be he definitely doesn't stick because there's dragons on the board. Maybe I don't actually swing him then. I already rolled scabs though. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna use him to kill Necria in that case. Yeah, like, I might as well. So he'll kill Necria. And then that at least poses a bit of a challenge if Dromai wants to kill him, question mark? Alright, now we're running into those Levia problems, though. This one is self-inflicted, to be fair. Not only can we pop nothing, but we also will really not leave the graveyard in a good place. The good news is we can play Ghostly and swing Hexagore, and that'll be fun. And we can keep Art of War. Well, I say we can swing Hexagore. We'll pretend we can swing Hexagore. We'll see. Probably take 4 damage here. It's fine. It's only 4. Maybe they just pass as well. They could be scared. They play Silken Form. Interesting. That's fine. It's not pushing like any damage threshold. Rose's deck did not have Hanabi. Yeah, she was on pretty standard like mid-range control flip, and it worked very well. Yes, we will take this damage. Unfortunate. We'd love to have a flexible hand here, but it just ain't the case. Alright, this is actually perfect banish. We wanted to leave 1/6, and we did. So now we'll roll scabs again. We're looking for Ghostly Hexagore. Ah, we rolled 1 and 2 of 1. Okay. Well, that kind of answers that question, don't it? Unfortunate. At least we took 0 blood debt. Oh, I think that's my package. 1 second. Hello, how's it going today? Pretty well, sir. Have a good day. Woohoo! Alright, my new camera. Oh, looks like that didn't take too long either. Okay, perfect. Yay! My new camera. Actually, that box is massive, so maybe it's not the new camera. Could be wrong. Alright. Well, you can have Husk on that one, eh? You can take it. Was it actually 0 attacks as well? Yeah, it was. That's why it has Dominate. Interesting. Alright, well, now we would hope... Okay, I don't know if it reconnected, but that is to say my cat stepped on the button for my PC's power, so it kind of just ended abruptly, but it's okay because I needed to go anyway. So anyway, that is